Okay.
Still in the delay, Ronaldo. Nobody's here.
All right, sounds good. Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
It kicked out all the spots up until the 2100 top of the hour.
Just do this for me. Just go back and play them off the button bar. Just write the time down that they played,
Okay.
and I'll deal with Jenny Funkhauser in the morning. Oh boy, can't wait. They didn't pay next in. They're not legal. Here's an idea. Shut up.
I can see the mountains now. I mean, I couldn't before, so I don't see any lightning. I get this thing going. Let's get going. Come on. I'm giving the all clear. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
You have Aaron Rodgers. Who do you have as your quarterback?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh boy.
Why?
He's thrown a interception and a touchdown pass.
Great.
Hey, you got a touchdown pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's clear now to enter the
I
field.
think I have somebody with Denver, but who was 49ers playing?
It's Denver and Green Bay.
I mean, Green Bay.
Denver.
They're coming out.
Everybody's coming
All
back.
right, football fans, it is clear to come on back into the stadium.
Wait a minute. I would laugh if one great big old thunderbolt came down right there, and they go, no, wait, out,
Run for your life.
run for your life, and here.
Oh, sounds like the cat showing up.
It's amazing how everybody got here at the same time. The clock is running, Dave. But we don't have much to talk about, so.
No.
So when are you gonna start right?
We'll probably start with.
We'll come back after the national anthem, unless they play it like, I would just come back after the national anthem. Hey guys, knock it off. You're making a lot of noise.
Ooh, lightning.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Don't say that loud. Maybe they won't notice.
Nobody saw it.
In between the two white poles.
Just so you know, Post Falls beat Lakeland 3-2 in girls soccer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I have money on that one.
You too. I had it on Post Falls. I'm happy. I won $5.
Wait,
Yo.
did you see what he did? He had to put something on top.
sword. Look at that big sword. Falling up in himself on that.
Well, good evening, football fans, and welcome to Viking Stadium, home of the Middleton Vikings, where tonight the Vikes celebrate homecoming 2015 and host the visiting Timberline Wolves in this non-conference football game.
My phone
We'd like to welcome our
locked
friends from Timberline at this time.
into that.
We'd also like to remind all of our fans tonight that this evening's game is being played according to the rules and regulations of the Idaho High Schools and Activities Association. Here in Middleton, we take great pride in demonstrating good sportsmanship.
Looks like they're getting ready for the national anthem, so after they get done, we can come back.
Hey, I'm back.
Are you there?
Yep.
Okay, they're going to do the national anthem, and as soon as they finish that, we'll come back here.
Okay.
We would also like to recognize United Dairymen of Idaho as the official sponsor of the Idaho High School Activities Association. To thank them for all the support that they provide to us right here in Middleton.
Everybody.
Well, football fans, as we're coming in, let's go ahead and take a moment in honoring our great nation and the freedoms that we have. Stand with me and remove your hats. Well, the Middleton High School Board of Trustees
Stand
plays
up
our
and
national
we'll
anthem.
sing the national anthem. Because that's what we did.
Okay, here we go, people.
This is The Herd
Where are you again?
with Colin Cowherd.
And let me ask you this. Does this sound like a sport?
Really enjoyed seeing how Berkeley was able to control that map to get the coins, really punishing them with the pirate ship.
Does that sound like a sport to you?
Really, all that matters is who gets the third tribute. Do you get 3 total so you can curse your opponent and, of course, make it so his buildings don't even shoot at you?
Is that going to be an Olympic sport someday? Hey, everybody, Turks and Caicos dominates at Frogger. Come on! This is not sports! It's video games! We have a spelling bee! I mean, I can't spell guacamole. If I could,
You go ahead and come back.
I
Play the
mean,
game
does it make me an
again
athlete?
when we come
I
back
can't
after
spell
we play that
cinnamon
game.
or Cincinnati. Those are words I struggle with. Doesn't make me an athlete.
Colin Cowherd, weekday afternoons at 4 on Sports Radio 630 The Fan. 630thefan.com.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world, informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are,
We have an accident on the expressway.
when important things happen,
You see this man, contact authorities immediately.
we're here, at all hours, in the moment, on every device in your life. Your local radio and TV broadcasters. We investigate and inform,
Political investigation saved taxpayers.
give back to the community,
Our radio station is now accepting donations to help rebuild this community.
even save lives.
It's time to just hunker down. It's too late now to leave.
America's #1 source for news, weather, and information on your radio, computer, tablet, and
Good to be in Notre
smartphone.
Dame, everybody.
We are broadcasters. Always here for you, wherever here may be. Tell Washington local stations matter by texting radio to 52886. Furnished by NAB and the station. Message and data rates may apply.
Time for 630 The Fan's Treasure Valley High School Football Game of the Week. This week's High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Steve's Hometown Motors, Double R Ranch, Boise Muffler, Pioneer Federal Credit Union, The Battery Exchange, The Foot and Ankle Center, Mountain West Bank, and GoWireless.com. Now, let's join Wayne DeZubak and Dave Burnett. The Game of the Week is on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Well, I feel like it's Groundhog Day all over again. No question about it. We are back here at Middleton. Wayne DeZubak, Dave Burnett with you as the Middleton Vikings getting ready to host the Timberline T-Wolves. And if you joined us earlier on at 6:30 when we started everything, we had a little rain move in, then we had some thunder move in, then some lightning move in, and everybody moved out. So they had a delay in the game, and we're about 6 minutes from kickoff now as the two teams, the captains from both teams, meeting at the center of the field. And Dave, it looks like it's cleared out to the east. The storm has moved away. I just saw a very small A little bit of lightning a little while ago, but apparently nobody else saw us, so we're good to go, and I'm keeping mum. Mum's the word on my part.
And actually, that is probably more toward Donald Larson Park downtown than it is here, so it's not going to affect us. It's moving the other direction, as it were. So I think we're in pretty good shape here as we get ready to kick off. I do want to remind you, our Jackson's Game of the Week being streamed live at 630thefan.com. Something else new that we're working with and trying to develop here, and that is an app, and you can download this app. It's called Connect Sports. Connect Sports. Just look for it in your iTunes store or at your Google Play Store, Connect Sports. You can download that, and then when you download it, just pick 630 The Fan, and then we'll be sending out tweets and information will be there. Something we're trying to get developed and get going. This is our first week of kind of experimenting with it, so we want you to know about that. It's called Connect, CONNECT Sports, and it's all one word in your favorite app store. Get that downloaded, and that way you can also communicate back and forth with people at the game. So that's kind of a nice deal as well.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I don't know, don't know much about apps. Everybody says, well, try this app, try that app, but from what I've seen so far, it's really cool. It really kind of works, very interactive, and it should be a lot of fun. And like I say, like Dave said, we're just trying it out tonight. Nice cover. I like that.
Yep.
Oh, it's good.
Connect Sports is the app, and look for it at your favorite app store.
All right, again, a lightning delay, and we're getting ready now. The teams are back out onto the field, and again, they're having the coin toss, and we're kind of waiting. They're talking to everybody out there. Like I say, we had one of those nights where you get here and it was bright sunshine, then you saw the clouds kind of building up, and then next thing you know, you've got thunder and lightning, and you've got rain coming down 100 miles an hour, and they moved everybody off the field, and now we're getting ready to play this game. Again, Timberline, 3-0, 5A team. They are trying to go undefeated this year. They're going to try to do the best they can here tonight. They beat this team last year. It looks like Middleton has won the toss, and they've deferred to the second half, so they will kick off, and they will go on defense first. Timberline will be on offense first, so we'll see what they do. The clock still says 4.5 minutes before kickoff, but we'll see if they get this thing going, seeing as how we're about 21 minutes late now from the originally scheduled kickoff time.
Now, for those not watching the video stream tonight, Timberline in all white with their blue helmets, and, of course, Middleton, the Vikings, all black with their gold trim.
This is the Jackson Food Store High School Game of the Week, with over 200 locations in the Northwest. There's always a Jackson's nearby. And at the end of each game, 6:30 The Fan will name a Jackson's Food Store's most valuable player for each team. And Jackson's Food Stores will donate $100 to the athletic department of each player's school. 6:30 The Fan and Jackson's Food Store supporting high school sports right here in the Treasure Valley. And I have not seen a Middleton high school football game before, and they're having a little dance like Hawaii does beforehand, or some kind of a celebration anyway. Interesting.
Yeah, I was just trying to catch a little video of this so we can post it on Twitter for people to be able to see. Very reminiscent of Hawaii in their, what is that dance they call it?
I don't know, the Gurkha dance. No, that's the Capitol does that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a great little dance, little tradition, gets them all riled up, gets them ready to play. And we are getting ready to go.
Maybe it's a Viking dance.
There you go. Definitely was interesting, fun to watch. That's the thing. That would be hard for me. It's hard enough to learn the playbook. Then I got to learn to dance before the game.
Oh, that'd be bad. It's the first thing. Before you learn the student body right, you're going to learn the Chaka dance.
Yep, the Chaka dance.
I'm just calling it that. I have no idea what it's called. We'll have to find out.
All right. Other than the fact that we've had lightning, thunder, rain, and then sunshine, it is going to be a really nice night. It's kind of cool. It's one of the coolest nights of the year so far. And, again, Timberline getting ready to receive this football, the kickoff from Middleton here tonight. For Timberline, they're going to have back there the big guy, Tariq Zimmerman, wide receiver. He's 6'2", 185-pounder. Also the running back, Matt Roberts, who's done a good job this year. He's only 5'7", 160. So you got frickin' Frack back there, really, 162 and 157, but they are a great combination. I didn't mean that in any way derogatory.
If your name is Frick or Frack.
Or Frack, it's something that just came out on the moment.
All right, by the way, I just tweeted out video of Middleton's pregame ritual. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you'll be able to look at the video of that one.
Again, a late start here. 22 minutes late because of a lightning delay, but the officials here at Middleton High School doing exactly what they should do, and that's getting everybody out of the stadium so they can get this thing ready to go here. So we are ready to go. Middleton will be kicking it off, and doing the honors is Nathan Wilson, and he kicks it short, kind of like almost an onside kick. It's going to go out of bounds at the 42-yard line, so that backfired.
Yeah, not exactly what you want to do is give the Timberwolves the ball right close to midfield.
And they're trying to catch him off guard. You know, first of all, you got a delay. You're in the locker room. You're there for a little longer than what you wanted to be. So maybe get it going 10 yards, and maybe they're asleep, and they start to go back to return it, and you get a nice, easy recovery. Didn't work that way. Timberline was all over it.
Looks like, just taking a look at the Vikings of Middleton, looks like they're going to go with 3 down linemen, 4 backers in there. So it'll be 3 down linemen.
All right, a quarterback for Timberline is Justin Lavin. Lavin is a senior, 6'2", 195 pounds. They'll bring the ball over to the near hash mark. Somebody had put it right in the middle of the field, but they're going to start at the near hash mark. Running back in there right now is Mitchell Pearsall for Timberline. Remember Mitchell from last year. Up under center, you don't see that very often. Pearsall up the middle, and he's going to get a couple of yards out to about the 44-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Nice gang tackle there led by Jaden Combs, who kind of headed that thing up coming off that corner position, but 4 or 5 guys on the ball, bringing him down with just a short gain.
Drake O'Neal also in the backfield there is Timberline in their white uniforms, blue helmets. Fullback in there right now is Tyler Deal. So Deal and Pearsall are the running backs. They hand it off to Pearsall again up the middle, and he bulls his way to midfield. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and a long 2.
DJ Haler, who is a junior, was the one making the tackle on that play.
I was just going to tell you that looks like an A. It's a Hagler.
The G is
yeah. And you know what? I thought that, and I asked the guys, that's Hagler, right? But they got to change that. It looks like 2 A's in there, like Hagler. Haler.
I'll call him Haler. You call him Hagler.
No, we're going to go with Hagler.
All right.
You bet. All right, 3rd down and 2, so another big 3rd down. So 2 running plays by Timberline just to get this game underway. They've handed off to Pearsall up the middle each time. Lavin up under center. Lavin hands it to Pearsall, and he is hit in the backfield and brought down. And what a nice stick there by Jaden Coombs.
Yeah, that's his 2nd tackle of the game, and they kind of sniffed that one out. You saw him sneaking up to the line. They got a tip on something. They knew that one was coming.
So now 4th down and 4, a loss of 2 there, and it looks like Timberline, although they are at the 48-yard line. Let's see if they try to go for it or kick it away. Right now, Middleton kind of eyeballing it. They don't have anybody back to receive a punt. All right, they got Lavin up under center as if they're going to go for it on 4th down and 4. Let's see what they do. I formation, hand it off to Pearsall. They go up the middle, and he's not going to get it. A 4th down stop by Middleton, and the Vikings will have great field position at their own 49-yard line.
That was a nice stop on the ball that time. No major gain of yardage there, so the Vikings going to get a shot at it right near midfield.
So 4 runs that time, and Timberline couldn't do it. Turnover on downs as they come up a yard shy on a 4th and 4.
All right, here's a little trivia for you about the Middleton uniforms. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
What do you see different about those uniforms for high school? They've got their names on the back.
Oh, really?
Yep, they got their names on the back.
I'll be darned.
You don't normally see that in high school ball.
Yeah, there they go. Some of them didn't. I saw a couple that didn't, so they must not, have names. Handoff up the middle. And inside Timberline territory down to the 49-yard line. Nice little run there that time. The carry by Caleb Harrell.
Shane Mendiola making the stop on the play.
Maybe gets 2, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. Both these teams, well, Timberline likes to put it up a little bit, but for the most part, Middleton's a running team. They like to move the ball down the field the best they can. They scored 47 points against Columbia. It's just kind of a wing formation. Got a wing on the right side. Hand it off up the middle again. Running down to the 45-yard line is Caleb Harrell one more time. And he's going to make it a 3rd down and 4.
Peyton Harris is making the tackle on that play. Middleton's offense looks very much like Valley View's offense, running that double wing.
Yep. Something you don't see very often. When we did have our pregame show way back, it seems like a couple hours ago, but when we did, you heard Kirk Copeland, the head coach of Timberline, talking about it's a different offense than what they've seen, and so they're usually seeing split offenses. This one's kind of a tight in there running, and even on 3rd down and 4, they hand it off up the middle, and a nice run, and a 1st down that time by Jaden Coombs.
Yeah, Combs he's a big kid and very strong in there, and it's tough to bring him down. Finally, Zach Sells was the guy that made the tackle.
They're going to stop him at the 41-yard line, and that's enough for a first down for Middleton. So first down of the game. Played 8:52 to go here in the first period. No score. Late start again. 21, 23 minutes, something like that. Late start delayed by lightning. And it's going to be a first down and 10. Handoff up the middle. Spin. And a nice little run this time by DJ Hagler. And Hagler's going to spin down for about 7 yards all the way to the 35-yard line.
Zach Sells with the tackle that time for the T-Wolves.
So Hagler in at running back. Again, the quarterback is Garrett Gassaway. They didn't even have a chance to call his name. Gassaway been handing it off to his running backs, and they've been doing the job. Now he's got Hagler in there to his left. Gassaway in the shotgun. Hands it off, up the middle. Hagler finding a little bit of running room down to about the 32-yard line. Shy of a first down, but not by much.
Shane Richardson coming up out of that linebacker spot to make the tackle.
It's going to make it fourth down. No, third and short. I'm sorry. He already had moved that chain. I thought he was pretty quick on that move. Third down and short.
Evidently the wetness not affecting the ball carrying as far as handling that ball. So far we've seen no slip-ups.
Garrett Gassaway, a junior, 5'9", 165-pounder. Now he's got Harrell in there at running back to his left. Hands it off to Harrell. Same play they just did before, and it's another first down. So nothing fancy schmancy. They just got great blocking on the offensive line. Inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line. It's a first down, Middleton.
And more than anything, that time a few hands reach out, but I think the 30-yard line drug him down to the ground because nobody really got a good shot on him. He just kind of came down.
This is kind of tough of that T-line defense. You know exactly what they're going to do, and they're not doing anything fancy. They're just coming right out at you. They played the Notre Dame fight song before the game. I felt like we were the Fighting Irish here tonight. They've got the gold helmets, Middleton does. Handoff. And down inside the 25, down to about the 24-yard line. A nice run by Caleb Harrell.
It's kind of funny. My high school, when I grew up, they played the same fight song, Notre Dame. And first time I heard Notre Dame's fight song, I thought, hey.
That's our song.
They're doing my high school fight song. What the heck?
Yeah, that's our song.
What do you think they're doing?
That's the way it should be, Dave.
Yep.
All right, Gassaway. They're in a huddle. Here's another thing you don't normally see. You see the huddle.
And a wide receiver out split wide to the left.
That's Chase Downs, by the way, going wide to the left. We haven't seen that all night. If they do throw, they like to go to Chase Downs. Let's see what they do. Timberline jumping. Let's see if they are pulled offside or.
I think it was. I think he had a hard snap count, would be my guess.
Looks like illegal procedure, according to one of the officials, so it's going to be backed up. Nope. Now the other one says offside against Timberline, so you were absolutely correct, Dave.
Yeah, well, you had three guys jump from Timberline on it, so I'm thinking they, split a guy out. That got the defense thinking, oh, something different here, and then gave that hard snap count and threw him off sides.
All right, so they mark it down to the 19-yard line, and it's going to be first down. So first down and 10 for the Vikings. And again, they send Chase Downs, the 6'2", 190-pound tight end, but he's way out there as a split wide receiver right now. Gassaway hands it up the middle. That's Coombs. Coombs fighting for yardage. He's still on his feet down to about the 16-yard line, and then a late flag comes in.
Came in from the side, Judge. It was very late coming in. So we'll see if we saw some sort of a personal foul or if it was holding in that interior line.
Two officials talking it over.
All right, now he's saying you're going to have to pick that wet flag up and put it in your pocket, Going to be on Timberline.
Yep. So it's going to really move it down. Personal foul, face mask against Timberline. It's going to be a first and goal to go from the 9-yard line.
So at this point, the 4A team taking it right to the chops of the 5A team.
Yeah, they took it over their own 49-yard line, so they've driven inside the 10 now, all the way down the field, and they've done it without passing, and that's, of course, not unusual for this team. Gassaway at quarterback. He's got DJ Hagler in there at one running back. Don't forget about the fullback in this situation. I mean, those guys, Chance Turner, all of a sudden, before you know it, they hand it off to him, and they're in there. Gassaway. Tight formation. hands it off around the outside. Hagler trying to get the corner. He's down to the 5, the 4-yard line, and knocked out of bounds by Timberline, but it'll be 2nd and goal from the 4.
Well, it's just a nice, simple sweep, and that's one of the first times we've seen him take it wide. They did get some yardage out of it, but he just couldn't quite make the corners. Timberline really stretched that ball out.
It's been fun this year, Dave. We've done 5 games. This is our 5th game, and we've done 10 different teams, so it's really kind of fun to see all these teams. Timeout on the field. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. 5:24 to go here in the first period. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 4 when we come back from Middleton on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
In 1975, John Jackson started Jackson's Food Stores with one service station. Now Jackson's is more than 200 stores strong in 5 states, and they invite you to stop in to help celebrate their 40th anniversary. Jackson's takes pride in serving the Treasure Valley, not just with their great products, but also with their dedication to community, having raised millions for charity. In fact, Jackson's Food Stores supports the 630 The Fan MVP Fund benefiting student athletes. Jackson's Food Stores, homegrown in the Treasure Valley.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Welcome back to the Jackson Food Store High School Game of the Week. Wayne Dezubak, Dave Burnett with you. Middleton marching right down the field against 5A Timberline. 5A undefeated 3-0 Timberline. It's 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line. They hand it off right up the middle and moving down to about the 1-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and goal now.
So they're just slowly kind of grinding this thing out.
That was Deal who carried the ball that time. So 3rd and goal, ball at about the 2.5-yard line. A couple of players coming in, reporting. A couple of coming out. That was Hagler who came in at running back. So Hagler is back there. Gassaway hands it off. Hagler going right side. Hagler cuts it up, and he is in for the touchdown. DJ Hagler from 2.5 yards out. And right now, Middleton has driven 51 yards for a touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you, Wayne, they just marched the ball up now. They took possession just a little bit inside of their 50-yard line, and just 3-4 yards at a whack, just slowly grounded down there and made the touchdown. Not one single pass was thrown.
Nope, and a couple of key penalties against Timberline, a 5-yarder and then the personal foul face mask, 15-yarder, getting 20 of those yards. But nonetheless, they got it down there, and they've taken a 6-0 lead here with 4:37 to go in the first period, and they're lined up to go for 2. Gassaway at quarterback, hands it off up the middle, nothing there. They're going to be stopped in the backfield. That just didn't have a prayer, as Caleb Harrell was caught just as he was handed the ball. So 4:37 to go here in the first period. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Our score, the Middleton Vikings 6, Timberline T-Wolves nothing on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and Ankle Medical Center.
Ankles aren't something you think about until you have to walk across a parking lot or a soccer field on a sprained ankle. You probably never noticed stepping up a curb or going downstairs until you have a foot injury. Those injuries can affect your quality of life in so many ways. At Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Dr. Burke and Dr. Martin specialize in all things below the knee: sprains, breaks, wounds, and even old sports injuries. Many times, soft tissue damage doesn't show up on an x-ray. That's why it's important to see a specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center has offices in Nampa, Emmett, Mountain Home, and Fruitland, and you don't need a referral. If you do end up with an injury, see the specialists. Foot and Ankle Medical Center, online at footandanklemedicalcenter.com.
Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and Ankle Medical Center.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
6-0 Middleton on a 2-yard touchdown run by DJ Hagler. As we get ready to kick off here, Wilson will kick it off for the Vikings, and he will kick it. Waiting deep is Matt Roberts for Timberline, along with Tariq Zimmerman, and it's a short kick, going to come up to an up man at about the 34-yard line, and he's still going out to the 45-yard line. Nice run by the up man. Didn't get a number there, Dave.
I did not see that either, just on the far side of the field, and with the sun going down, the lights really not kicking in yet. Kind of tough to see on that side of the field.
It is, and with this screen that we have here in front of us,
Yeah.
it's interesting. I've never done a game with a screen window.
But good news, no flies in here.
No flies, and it's not raining. That's great. Last rays of sunshine. The other thing is the last rays of sunshine are kind of going off the stadium across the way, and it kind of bounces right back at you. All right, here we go. Lavin, a quarterback for Timberline, as the T-Wolves now trying to get something going. They went 4 and out. That's right, they went for it on 4th down. Snap high over the head. Lavin's going to come up with a recovery. He just had to save that thing, and they're going to lose a lot of yardage back to the 34-yard line. Loss of about 8.
Yeah, that was
maybe
probably
10.
the first time we've seen the wet ball and the weather affecting the game at all, and that one just got away from the center when he snapped it.
Justin Lavin just lucky to get back on that ball. All right, Lavin. He's got Matt Roberts back in there at running back, and now he's going to go with 3 wide receivers to the near side. Lavin, low snap again. This time throws it underneath the coverage. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a great catch by Tariq Zimmerman, and he was just leveled at the 38-yard line when he caught it.
Yeah, for the short amount of yardage he picked up, probably not worth the price he paid for the hit he took.
Oh, my goodness. He got clobbered. And now they're saying it's incomplete.
Yep, they're saying he did not catch it, I guess, so they're going to...
I thought he held on to it. I really did, but apparently they're saying no, he did not. So it's still going to be 3rd down now and about 22.
So the hit he took really didn't help him at all.
Wow. That was a big-time hit.
Well, the odd thing is that he turned and started running with the balls. I thought he had possession, but I guess they said he didn't have control of it.
I never figure it out. They say you got to make a football move. What is that? I don't know.
I think turning and running, but what do I know?
Yeah, you got to do something. All right, here we go. Coming to the wide side now is Drake O'Neal. Lavin pitches it right side, and nothing doing there, nothing at all. Matt Roberts with the run. It's going to be 4th and long, and right now Middleton is just dominating this game.
Yeah, Chase Conrad getting over there to make that tackle on that far side of the field. So 4th down, you're going to see the punt come out again. McPherson's going to be going deep for Middleton for the Vikings.
All right, so Timberline's going to have to kick it away, and they will do so. It'll come off the foot of Zach Cahill. Cahill, good snap. Nice kick, end over end. McPherson takes it on the run, catches it, fumbles it. It's up for grabs. Everybody's going after it. It's inside the 20, down to the 15. It's a pileup for the ball. Let's see who came up with it. It's going to somehow, some way, be Middleton, who got possession of that ball when it looked like they were going to lose it.
Yeah, Drake O'Neal from Timberline thought that ball was going to jump up into his hands. Instead of doing the smart thing, the thing you're taught, just fall on the ball, he tried to pick it up because he thought it was going to come up, but it wound up squirting back further down the field, and the Vikings, for their sake, luckily, coming up with the ball. So for Drake, kind of tough. He thought it was going to bounce up in his hands, but it didn't come that far.
Well, let me tell you something. Ethan McPherson for Middleton needs to not try to make that play. It was an end-over-end short kick,
Yep.
and he tried to take it off his shoestrings, and it just wasn't going to happen.
Yep, a couple bad decisions on that play, but Middleton winds up with the ball the way it would be anyway.
All right, let's see what Gassaway and company can do for Middleton. Gassaway, quarterback, back to pass, looking over the middle, throws, intercepted.
We do have a flag on the play.
And it's intercepted this time by Seth Millington, and Millington right side. He may take it all the way in, and he does. He intercepted the football. Millington, the defensive back, 5'10", took it in for the apparent touchdown, but as Dave mentioned, there's a flag back at the 32-yard line. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, if that one's going to be on the defense on Timberline, that'll come back if it was holding at the line. So we'll see where the officials go with that ball. And I think it's going to be against Timberline.
It is, and it was not against the DB who made the play. They're going to call pass interference, I guess, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure who got the call on it.
Now, because the guy that intercepted Millington looked like he made a clean play on the ball, Dave.
Yeah, I think it was somebody coming off the line really kind of holding him. I would have called defensive holding. I saw that. I didn't see interference.
Well, what a big break for Middleton. They've had 2 of them now. Number 1, recovering the fumble. Number 2, not having the ball intercepted. And right now they're up 6-0 with the ball at their own 30-yard line. Gasaway at quarterback, clock running, 2:40 to go here in the first period. And instead of passing this time, they run with the football on Timberline. Looks like they found a little bit of energy, Dave. There's a lot more energy on that defense.
Well, there better be, or else they're going to be down in a deep hole quickly. That time it was Seth Millington coming up with the tackle.
No gain at all, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10. This is what coaches talk about, playing through a little adversity. You know, your Timberline, you think, well, maybe we got a fumble recovery. Nope. Well, maybe we got an interception for a TD. Nope. You know, you just got to keep playing through it. Caleb Harrell, the running back, along with Gasaway at quarterback back there, that wing formation, wing right. Hand it off. This is Harrell, and this time nothing. What worked all the way down the field day before, Timberline has figured out.
Well, right now, Timberline is really packing that box. They were kind of spread out a little bit earlier, but now they've moved some of those corners in. They're kind of packing the box tighter, and they're going with 4 down linemen. So they started out the game with 3, but now they've kind of gone to 4 down linemen.
Making a couple of adjustments there. Middleton making a few changes. Ethan McPherson comes in the ball game now. Gasaway huddling up, and that's I say that because it's so unusual to see teams huddling up anymore.
Yeah.
2 receivers to the near side on a 3rd down and 9. This is a passing down normally. Let's see what Middleton does. Here comes some pressure from the outside, the corner. Pass out on the flat. McPherson off his hands. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down and 9.
Yeah, not sure if that ball was tipped or not on that play a little bit, but did come out behind him. So, you know, that time. And if you look at Timberline's defense, they're no deeper than 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. Their safeties are playing about 10 yards off the ball. That's it.
Well, and that's the thing. I think it could have been the moisture that we've talked about that's here. It's not raining now. We had a lot of moisture. It did seem like, I don't think it was tipped as much as it just came out of his hand and was wobbly. So here we go. Punt team is on for Middleton.
Set to punt will be number 9, Mitch Badia. Vikings call timeout.
And Vikings call timeout before Mitch Badia has a chance to kick it away. We'll take a 30-second timeout with 1:16 to go here in the first period. 30-second timeout as Middleton getting ready to punt it away. They lead Timberline 6-0 on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Hey Treasure Valley, Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario is all about the hometown game. Steve is a proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes, and Steve wants to be your hometown dealer. Steve's Hometown Toyota is the Valley's only 13-time Toyota President's Award winner for customer satisfaction, and they promise the short drive to Ontario will be worth big savings. Dare to compare and discover the Steve's Hometown Toyota difference, the hometown dealer supporting the hometown game. That's Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
We're back. A low kick, but it gets a great bounce for Badia, and Middleton inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line, and that's where Timberline will take it. Nice decision by Chase Downs, the deep man for Timberline, to just let it hit and bounce.
I'm kind of wondering why Ethan McPherson picked that ball up. It could have gone another 2-3 yards if he would have kept rolling.
He kind of ran down there and stopped it, didn't he?
Got excited.
All right, so Timberline. They have not done anything on offense so far here tonight. Let's see what they do. They've got the ball at their own 28-yard line, 27-yard line, let's make it. First down. And let's see what Lavin can do. Justin Lavin, a quarterback from the shotgun. Back to pass. Steps to his left. Now looks, throws underneath the coverage. Passes high, but a nice catch made by Drake O'Neal.
Yeah, that was a nice picture-perfect pass where he kept both feet in as he was leaning out and just kind of fell out of bounds, dragging his toes out. So that was a nice catch.
Out at the 35-yard line, pickup of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Beautiful night here at Middleton. I mean, we got colors galore with all the stuff going on. We got bright white clouds over there. We had a rainbow a minute ago. We got the purple clouds. It's just a beautiful night. 2nd down. Pitch out right side. That's Matt Roberts. Roberts going to be brought down outside to 35 out at the 37-yard line. That's going to be really close to a first down, but it's going to be just shy about a yard.
And McPherson came up from that safety position to make the tackle.
Again, 3rd down and 1. Roberts in the backfield. Lavin back there. Lavin's going to take the direct snap, and he's going to run it, and just barely, if he gets it, it's going to be just barely.
Yeah.
That's close.
That is real close, but I think the official on the near side of the field would be no. On the far side would be yes.
Yep. So he gives them a first down, and that's the situation. That's Timberline's first down of the ball game with under 30 seconds to go here in the first period, down 6-0 to Middleton. Probably time for one more play here. Timberline also huddling, so both teams huddling. They got three receivers to the near side. Lavin at quarterback. Roberts the running back. Lavin back to pass. Looks to his left, going over the middle with it. It is complete. A nice catch by Matt Crawford. Crawford about 8 yards out to the 48-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 2. And that's going to be the last play of the first quarter, Dave.
Yep, that'll bring that one to an end.
So we played one quarter here at Middleton High School. The Vikings, a 51-yard drive and a 2.5-yard run by DJ Hagler. The extra point was no good. It's 6-0 Middleton after one over Timberline here on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
When your car won't start in the morning before work, you panic. When you panic, you buy an expensive battery. When you buy an expensive battery for your car, you go to work and you throw things. When you throw things at work, your boss thinks you have anger issues and you get fired. When you get fired, your wife gets mad. When your wife gets mad, she tells you you're worthless. When she tells you you're worthless, she takes the kids and the poodle and moves in with her parents. When your wife moves in with her parents, you get upset. When you get upset, you get in your car with your new expensive battery and start driving very fast with tears in your eyes. When you drive fast with tears in your eyes, you can't see. When you can't see, you crash into a corner mini-mart. Don't crash your car into a corner mini-mart. Don't buy an expensive battery. Buy a less expensive battery from the Battery Exchange.
Hi, this is Aaron from the Battery Exchange. Let us save you from the disaster of buying an expensive battery. Come and visit us at our new store, now open on Overland Road in Boise, in Meridian, on Fairview, and in Caldwell on the Boulevard by D&B Supply. The Battery Exchange. All the power, half the price.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Well, a little run to the left side and nothing doing right there. Roberts actually loses about a yard. It looks like it's starting to rain again, Dave. A little rain coming down.
Yep, you can see streaks of it coming out of the clouds. So just scattered showers. I feel like a weather guy all
I
over
know.
the valley.
Well, it's been that kind of a day. Everything's happening. So now it's 3rd down and 3. Matter of fact, I'm going to say 3rd down and 4 all the way back at the 46-yard line for Timberline. Lavin, a quarterback from the shotgun, back to pass all by himself, looking over the middle, down the side as Downs there, and he's got it at the 20-yard line. A nice catch by Chase Downs.
McPherson on the coverage, but playing a bit soft is he got probably a good 5 yards separation from him and was able to pick up that pass.
Chase Downs goes out of bounds at the 18-yard line. That's going to be 1st down for Timberline. So their first big pass of the night, long pass, and Chase Downs beats his man.
Well, they got a big chunk of yardage done on that play.
Drake O'Neal, Matt Crawford going wide to the left. Now Downs joins him, so they've got 3 receivers wide to the left. Roberts is the running back as Lavin a quarterback from the shotgun. 1st down, hands it off right at the middle. Big hole. Downs all the way into the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal to go for the Timberline T-Wolves as the rain comes down even heavier now.
Yeah, I think Timberline kind of got their legs under them here in that past, I'd say 5 minutes or so, because they're looking more like an undefeated team in 5A.
6-0 is our score just into the second period here at Middleton High School. And they've got 1st and goal to go from the 8-yard line. Lavin at quarterback. Roberts the lone setback. Hands it off to Roberts up again. And that's not Roberts. It's a new running back in there. And it looked like this one, I'll have to check it out. It looks like it was Deal, the fullback, Tyler Deal.
Still came up short, although he picked up a good 3 yards on the play.
So it'll be 2nd and goal now from about the 3-yard line. Boy, and that rain comes in, Dave. You can just see it coming down now.
Yep, the umbrellas have gone up all over the stands.
Yep. Albertson Stadium doesn't allow umbrellas, do they?
I'm not sure if
I don't think they
not.
do. I think hey, guys, if you're at a college game, you can use those.
Exactly.
They're almost in our way. A fumble, and Lavin recovers it on the snap. That with that rain, all of a sudden, you got a 4th down and goal to go now. So what does Timberline do? And it's back at the 7-yard line. Or is it still 3rd and goal? Well, that guy's quick on that change.
He is. As soon as it's done, he flips it.
Okay, so it's 3rd. So they'll be going after it. It's 3rd down and goal from the 7. And that was just a bad snap and inability to come up with it. All right, Lavin back there. Got Roberts to one side. And the whistles. And I'm not sure what it was. Somebody called timeout. I think Timberline called timeout.
They did. You see the coach up there on the side. The coach ran all the way down the sideline to get the side judge attention for timeout. I mean, he was at a sprint running down there. They saw something they didn't like, and he was at a sprint running down there screaming timeout.
He was going to get their attention. I saw him. He was the fastest guy in the field right there, and it turned out to be a coach.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought it was a referee. I thought, no, wait a minute. There's no stripes. He's just all in black over there. So.
Well, we'll keep it here on this timeout. 9:15 to go here in the first half. 6-0 Middleton leads it, but Timberline's going to be faced with a 3rd down and goal from the 7-yard line. It's our Jackson Food Store High School Game of the Week. Special Thursday night edition, of course, with Boise State playing tomorrow night against Idaho State at Albertson Stadium. You don't want to go up against that. You want to kind of have a high school team featured here, and so our game tonight, Middleton and Timberline. Timberline undefeated in 5A at 3-0. Middleton looking better and better every week and with a 6-0 lead. So here we go. Lavin, a quarterback. Back to pass. Now he's going to run it up the middle, has some running room, and he's going to scoot into the end zone. Touchdown, Timberline, as the T-Wolves get on the board.
Yep, several guys had a shot at him. They kind of tried to arm tackle him up around the shoulders, and that is not going to bring a kid like that down.
As a quarterback draw all the way, he had receivers on both sides of the field, but then he took it and just saw an opening up the middle and took it and scooted in for the touchdown. So we're tied at 6-6, and they're going to try for the extra point here. And the kicker is Zach Cahill. Downs the holder. Good snap. Downs gets it down. Cahill's kick is up, and it is good. So with 9:09 to go, first half, it's a touchdown by Lavin, and Timberline has taken a 7-6 lead over Middleton right here on your Game of the Week on 6:30 The Fan. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Is your family always on the go? Visit your nearest Albertsons Butcher Block and pick up a Double R Ranch Beef 101 guide to discover quick and easy beef recipes to keep your athletes full and healthy. Double R Ranch USDA Choice Northwest Beef is always available at Albertsons. Head over to the Butcher Block today and join Double R Ranch and Albertsons in their support of our local ranchers.
Mountain West Bank is proud to sponsor these broadcasts of Treasure Valley High School football. Together with our totally free checking, competitive rates on loans, and other community efforts, it's how we try to make every community we're part of a little better. We love Southern Idaho, and we try to make every one of our branches a place where you love to bank. Thank you. Oh, and one more thing. Go Treasure Valley! Mountain West Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
All right, Cahill for Timberline getting ready to kick off. The T-Wolves with a 7-6 lead over Middleton. McPherson takes it on the run at the 11-yard line, straight up the middle, cuts to the right. He's out to the 30-yard line, and he fumbles the football, or at least it appears, because everybody's going nuts.
Yep, everyone started scrambling there at the end, but we'll see if he was down or not.
Can't really see. All of a sudden the players start going crazy like there's a ball for loose, but it looks like Middleton will keep possession at the 30-yard line.
All right, so now Middleton has something to prove. I mean, they marched on that very first down, struggled the second series that they had it. So they've got something to prove to see if they can get that put back together again now.
Getting raining again here in Middleton. It's been off and on. We were delayed 21 minutes by lightning. Had a heavy shower go through, some lightning in the area, so they delayed. Didn't start the game, kicked it off at about 7:23, and now they got some, no lightning in the area. Haven't seen anything, but it's just a rain shower coming down and causing that ball to be pretty darn slippery. So here we go. Middleton with the football, trying to make something happen. Cast away. Hands it up the middle and a nice tough run out to the 39-yard line. And that is a nice run by Caleb Harrell.
Yeah, Peyton Harris coming up with a tackle on that one, kind of bulldogging him to the ground, but not until it got within a couple of yards of that first down.
Tell you what, with that shine off the field from the wet and the screen in front here, it's getting harder and harder to see.
It is, and just kind of gray and gloomy out there.
Oh, it is gray and gloomy. I keep hoping those lights will take over a little bit better. Gain of about 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Gassaway at quarterback. Handoff up the middle, waiting for the hold up here, and that's a nice little first down run by Middleton.
Hey, we had a Timberline player go down like he was hurt, and then all of a sudden the stack came back over the top of him. I thought he was going to get squished under it, but he appears to be okay.
It is time for.
And that was a nice little run that time by Coombs. Jaden Coombs came out kind of holding his hand like he got hit on a helmet or something, you know. A nice little run by Coombs. He ran. He was very patient in the backfield. The hole wasn't there when he first got the handoff, and he waited for it. So at the 42-yard line, Middleton down 7-6 here in the second period, has the ball. Handed off, Hagler right side, and he's going to come to the left side now. Spun around, and he's just losing ground no matter what he tries to do. Right side, left side, kept backing up. He's all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, he turned around and ran right into the arms of Sebastian Floyd, who was waiting for him coming back this direction, and just bulldogged him to the ground.
Let's see where they mark his forward progress. They're going to mark it right at the 35-yard line, so a loss of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 17.
Yeah, it's one of those plays where you turn around and think, I'll go the other way. Whoops, no, I'm not.
Yep, they're there. And just kept kind of working his way backwards. So remember, this is not a passing team. Let's see what Gassaway does. And we got movement all over the place. This one looks like it's going to be procedure.
Yep, that right guard jumped on that side.
So now you're looking at 2nd down and 22, Dave. And if you can't pass, this is almost one of those series where you go, let's just not fumble and let's punt.
Yep, and watching the games last year we watched with Valley View, they had that problem a lot, running this double wing, same thing. When it came to long passing downs, they were in trouble because the passing game just wasn't there.
Ball back at the 30-yard line. It's actually where the drive began, where they got the ball. Handoff up the middle. Big hole out to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 10 yards. A nice little run there that time by Caleb Harrell.
And I think we're going to have a flag, probably, I don't know, it's in the backfield, a late flag.
Oh, I didn't see it. There it is.
It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct, but I'm not sure on which team here. Because it's one of those
personal fouls. It's going to be against Middleton. Yep. That's going to back them up. So a nice little, when you got 2nd and 22 and you make a 10-yard gain, you got 3rd and 12. I'm not saying it's a great doable, but it's doable. Now all of a sudden you're back inside the 25 at about the 24-yard line. Now you got 2nd and forever.
Yeah, pack a lunch. It's a long trip.
Yeah, it's about 30 yards to a first down. Officials still kind of talking it over. Clock stops, 6:51 to go here in the first half. And now they get it going. So what do you do here? You can't pass, and you're faced with a long play. Gassaway, quarterback, doesn't have any receivers out there. He's just going to hand it off, play it safe up the middle. And again, not much there out to the 27-yard line. One more time, it's Harrell with the running.
Yeah, just it's just tough when you don't have many plays in the pass. In the passing game there, a guy like Riley Knight for Timberline just waiting for the run up the middle.
So it's 4th down and about 25 yards. And it's going to be kicked away. Chase Downs goes deep for Timberline to get this punt. Good snap. Again, low kick, end over end, hits the ground at about the 45. Chase Downs picks it up, and he gets it out to about the 44-yard line. He just kind of looked up and said, man, this ball just kind of laying there. I'm going to pick it up and give it a shot.
Not a very smart play. DJ Hagler coming up with a tackle on that play because too many bad things could have happened there. After that ball rolled that many times, just let it go.
Well, and like you say, not for the 4 yards that he returned it, and apparently there was a penalty to boot.
A little laundry on the field from the referees.
So let's see what this is. Looks like it's going to back it up. It's going to be against Timberline.
It's a holding call. Okay, the ball's bouncing down the field. Nobody's running it back. How do you hold?
You're just not thinking. They're going to mark it back to the 35-yard line, so not bad for Timberline. 5:51 to go here in the first half. Timberline 7, Middleton 6. The difference is the missed extra point. Middleton went for 2 and did not get it.
If you're watching on the streaming at 6:30, the fan, you can really see that shine coming off this wet field.
All right, here we go. Justin Lavin, a quarterback for Timberline. Sends a man in motion. That's Downs. And then he hands it to Downs going the other way. So Downs is going to try to kick it outside. He's at the 40. He's at the 45. He's at midfield and out of bounds into Middleton territory. A nice run that time on an end around by, I'm sorry, that's Tariq Zimmerman, number 80, that got it.
Higler was the guy who came up with a tackle on the sideline.
I had my 80s mixed up. I apologize.
That's fine. It's on that far side, dark side of the field.
Well, Tariq Zimmerman is the guy.
Not too many people made the trip over from East Boise from Timberline if looking at the sideline over there.
All right, Zimmerman comes to the near side. And Lavin's going to run it. Lavin kicks it outside. He's at the 45-40, down the sidelines, 35, and out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Chase Conrad coming up with a push out of bounds that saved him from getting any additional yardage. But right now, Timberline's beginning to open this running game up and beginning to take control of the field.
First down for Timberline, ball at the 35-yard line. And the official kind of wiping that ball off with the towel. He didn't even put it down yet, kind of holding on to it as it continues to rain here. We're kind of hoping we're done with the showers here tonight for this game, but they are back. Lavin at running back, or Lavin at quarterback with Matt Roberts. Matt Roberts has the ball. He's hit immediately, but falls forward for about a gain of a yard.
And not fooled at all that time. Middleton's defense is number 44, Chase Conrad, making the tackle right in the middle.
Ball going to be at the 33-yard line. The official kind of holding it right now. Let's see where his foot's kind of right at the 34.
Yeah, they're covering the ball up with a towel up until the teams come up, the offense comes up. Then he puts it to the ground to keep it dry.
Matt Crawford wide to the left now for Timberline on a 2nd down and 9 after a 1-yard gain by Roberts. Lavin. Long count. Hands it off now up the middle. And a nice little juke run being made there. Wow, nice little run. A new running back in there, Joey Manaboozle.
Big tackle on that play.
Manaboozle. And that's going to be a pickup of about 8 yards.
In this dark field, those Middleton numbers really tough to see.
Well, I'll tell you what, they really are. And it's even getting tough now with that shine on there for all of them. Lavin, a quarterback. Manaboozle also in there. 2 wide receivers to the left. Lavin going to take it on the quarterback draw. He keeps it up the middle, and he's going to get down to about the 25-yard line. If he's at the 25, that's going to be a first down.
I think he's just a little bit, about a yard short of it.
It will be 4th down and 1. He's at the 24.
So Middleton bringing in 3 big kids that they're going to stick right in the middle of the line, assuming that it's going to go right up the middle. Here comes one more big kid. It's like empty the bench of all the big kids.
And it's one of those games, Dave, where because of the weather, you're just kind of playing it safe. You're trying to stay, and there is no safe play because that ball is wet, damp. Let's see what they do. Lavin, a quarterback. A couple of new running backs in there with him. Mitchell Pearsall. Pearsall gets the ball up the middle. He's going to get the first down as he falls down to about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, Pearsall did what he needed to do. He made the penetration, a good thrust out there by that offensive line for Timberline. They got the yardage, pushed Middleton back, and was able to pick up that first down.
So a first down for Timberline. They continue to move the ball and the clock. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Timberline with a 7-6 lead. They got Zimmerman to the near side. Justin Lavin, a quarterback. That's Pearsall still in there at running back. Hand it off to Pearsall. He's trying to break it to the outside, and he just keeps moving his legs, and he moves the whole pile down to about the 20-yard line. So he made 4 out of nothing.
Yeah, Marquise Beard, I think, making the initial stop there in the middle of that line, then everybody just kind of ganged up on him.
And the clock just continues to run. Thursday night game here on 630 The Fan, our Jackson's Food Store High School game of the week. Second down. Lavin from the shotgun. Drops it, picks it up. Now he's going to run with it. That wasn't planned. He just had to he wanted to hand it off, but he just did the best he could. Again, the weather becoming a problem, but he's able to get a few yards, and he's going to make it a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, I think as the game goes on here, Wayne, those game balls, they have half a dozen of them, and I think at the start of the game they're fine, but then after being laid down on the ground, they begin to get soaked by the water, and there's not much they can do about it.
Yeah, the good news is it looks like it stopped drizzling, so the shower has passed through for the moment. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Zimmerman is there. On a 3rd down. Up the middle they go with the ball to Roberts, and Roberts down to the 15-yard line. That's going to be close to a 1st down. We'll have to see where they put it and mark it.
Well, I think they're going to make it about a yard short.
So it'll be 4th down and 1.
So in come the big boys from Middleton again.
And Timberline going really quickly, and that causes Middleton to take a timeout.
Yep.
1 minute to play. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back here at 7-6 Timberline over Middleton from Middleton High School on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better. There's no reason it has to be like this.
With PFCU's Reward You Checking, it is better. Reward You Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
Moving your money forward.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Exactly 1 minute to go here in the first half of our Jackson's Food Store High School game of the week. Middleton hosting the Timberline T-Wolves. Wayne DeZubak, Dave Burnett with you here at Middleton High School. Timberline leading at 7-6. Middleton got on the board first and led 6-0 after the extra point was no good. Then Timberline came back, scored, and made the extra point. 7-6 is our score, and now they got 4th down and 1. And they're at the right about the 15-yard line, 14-yard line. Rolling to his left, Lavin, the quarterback, is going to keep it, and he's going to get the 1st down. He didn't get much more than that, but he was able to keep it. It was just a quarterback keeper on the left sweep. Mark it down at the 13-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Timberline, as they got to watch the clock now. 55 seconds to play, first half. Going to start it up. Plenty of time for them, but again, they got to keep an eye on it. 1st and goal to go. I'm sorry, first down from the 13, not goal to go. 1st down from the 13-yard line. Lavin at quarterback. Back to pass, looking in the end zone for Zimmerman. Zimmerman jumps over the defender. There's a fight for it. And let's wait. Incomplete. Nobody got it. Out of bounds. I think Zimmerman may have come down with it, but he was out of bounds, according to the official.
Well, they're getting right down to it as the clock has 32 seconds left on it. So Timberline can smell the goal line, but can't quite get it in.
13 yards away. They've got a 1-point lead, 7-6 on a rainy night here at Middleton.
Homecoming.
I'm so glad that we were inside. We thought about going up on the roof because we like being up there.
Yeah.
And we made the right choice.
I don't think we would have liked it tonight.
No, we would not have been a happy camper or two. All right, here we go. Lavin again at running back, or that quarterback. Justin Lavin fakes to the left, turns to the right, throws, one-handed catch made, but no, incomplete. It was dropped.
Yeah, that time Ethan McPherson out there on the coverage breaking that up.
McLean Landis had a hand on it. Thought he got it, but kind of hard to see from up here. He did not. So it's third down again and 10 from the 13-yard line. Clock down to 28.7 seconds to go. Middleton crowd very, very quiet here tonight. And Timberline did not travel well. Not a lot of people over there for 3-0 team, to be honest with you. Third down and 10 from the 13. Justin Lavin rolling to his right. Now he's going to quarterback keep it. Cuts to his left. He's at the 10. Down the sidelines. 5, 4, 3. And he's is he in? He is. Touchdown. Far side. He couldn't tell if he stepped out of bounds or not, but he scores with 22.6 seconds to go on a 13-yard run. His second touchdown of the night.
Well, they worked the clock down. There's, just 22 seconds left, so they worked it right down to the half, scored the points, and they accomplished what they wanted to do, and that's put more points on the board by the end of the half.
The extra point attempt now going to be made by Zach Cahill. Zimmerman, the holder. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is good. So with 22 seconds to go here in the first half, we'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back after this. It's Timberline 14, Middleton 6 on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
At Boise Muffler Shop, they know cars are always trying to tell us something. Low tire pressure, a light comes on. Same when you haven't checked the oil for a while. And of course, there's the dreaded check engine light. For more than 25 years, Treasure Valley drivers have trusted Rod at Boise Muffler to knock their lights out. Well, you know what I mean. Boise Muffler Shop on Fairview specializes in all types of exhaust systems, while basic auto repairs are the expertise of the Boise Muffler Shop location at 36th and Chinden. Boise Muffler Shop. They can simplify your day.
Go Wireless is your local, trusted Verizon Wireless premium retailer dedicated to serving you and providing you with excellent customer service. With 15 locations across the Treasure Valley, their team is here to help you with all your wireless needs. Whether it's time for an upgrade or you're looking to save money on your monthly bill, stop by and let one of their friendly consultants take care of you. Go Wireless wants to take care of you and provide you with only the very best customer service. Shop local and stay connected with Go Wireless.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Back here in Middleton, Wayne Zubak, Dave Burnett with you. Our game of the week, Jackson's Food Store's game of the week. It's 14-6 in favor of Timberline. Cahill's kickoff taken by McPherson on the run, and he'll get it out to the 26-yard line. And that's where Middleton will have it with only 17.7 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't think Middleton's going to do much other than run the ball right up the middle, which is about 80% of their offense.
Yeah, they don't want to make any more mistakes. I mean, they're within a touchdown and their two-point conversion of tying this thing up, so they're going to kind of go into an even tighter offensive front, and they're just going to snap the ball and take a knee and let it run out, and they're just going to head to the locker room. So that's all they wanted to do is get out of here. It's a close game at halftime. You got to feel good if you're Middleton. You have not had great field position. Timberline's played well, and but you're only down by 8, Dave.
Yeah, they got to be happy with themselves. I mean, they marched down the field. They showed that they can dominate Timberline. Now, the T-Wolves did come back in that second quarter and really kind of establish themselves as the undefeated 5A team. But still, Middleton can regroup at the half.
Of course, Mother Nature playing a little bit of a role here tonight with the wet weather and everything that's going on. We've seen a couple of fumbles, a couple of loose balls and whatnot, but we are at halftime, and our score is Timberline 14, Middleton 6. We'll be back in 2 minutes with more on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and Ankle Medical Center.
Ankles aren't something you think about until you have to walk across a parking lot or a soccer field on a sprained ankle. You probably never noticed stepping up a curb or going downstairs until you have a foot injury. Those injuries can affect your quality of life in so many ways. At Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Dr. Burke and Dr. Martin specialize in all things below the knee. Sprains, breaks, wounds, and even old sports injuries. Many times, soft tissue damage doesn't show up on an x-ray. That's why it's important to see a specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center has offices in Nampa Emmett, Mountain Home, and Fruitland. And you don't need a referral. If you do end up with an injury, see the specialists. Foot and Ankle Medical Center. Online at footandanklemedicalcenter.com.
Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and Ankle Medical Center.
Get ready for an afternoon of live music, great food, and sampling of over 100 craft beers. The America On Tap Harvest Craft Beer Festival. This Saturday, the 19th, from 2 till 6. Join your friends as we count down to the official Fall of the Beer Hammer to kick off the fun. Your ticket gets you a commemorative beer glass, plus live music from JJ Gray and Mofro, and Black Pistol Fire. The America On Tap Harvest Craft Beer Festival. This Saturday, the 19th, at Barber Park. Tickets are still available at AmericaOnTap.com.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
What is troubling you, my child?
My boss thinks I'm brilliant.
Why is that a problem?
It's my job to find qualified local employees.
You are not doing that?
Well, yes, no.
Is it yes or is it no?
I use boisehelpwanted.com.
I see.
I can post jobs in minutes and resumes just roll in.
I see.
My job is super easy. Should I tell my boss?
No.
No, I should?
No, yes.
What? But it's okay because I am doing my job.
See, now that's easy.
Yes, it is. boisehelpwanted.com. Long name, amazing results.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Hey everybody, you're listening to the Jackson Food Store High School Game of the Week, a special Thursday night edition of Friday Night Football here on 630 The Fan. And tonight we've got Timberline at Middleton on a rainy, crazy, cool night here in the Valley. And our scores, Timberline 14 and Middleton 6. Timberline 3-0 on the year. And Middleton improving each and every year, but 1-2 coming off a 47-0 win over Columbia last week, but certainly up against it here tonight, Dave.
Yeah, well, they are up against it, and let's be honest, for Timberline, they played, Columbia last week, a team that I believe is going to go back to 4A next year. I think they're going to take the step back down. They've lost some enrollment there, and they're going, hey, we're happy to get out of the 5A. So, you're dealing with that. You're dealing with a 4A team tonight. So far, and I can't remember who it was they played in their first game this season that they won, but not a real huge test. I haven't been super overwhelmed with Timberline as of yet. Now, the weather is a bit of a disadvantage in that it's a little tough to handle the passes, but so far so good, though. They're winning in this game 14-6.
Last week Timberline was able to beat Bishop Kelly, who's ranked number 1 in 4A. But again, you're down a class, but I do have all kinds of respect for BK, and so I think they're a pretty good team. You're right. I think tonight both teams are really being affected by the weather. We had about a 25-minute rain delay, lightning delay. They cleared the stadium. They had people in here, and they said, okay, everybody has to leave and get out of here. And then once that all cleared and let everybody back in, we started about 25 minutes late, and then we have more rain come in.
Yep.
The field is really kind of wet. Thank goodness that it's an artificial surface.
Now,
otherwise, we would have had a mud bowl.
I
here.
love those. I used to love the mud bowls. Those were fun.
Let me tell you, the worst mud bowl I ever did was on a sunny, bright day, and that was at Eastern Washington before they had the red field. Boise State, I don't know if you remember, but Tony Hildy at quarterback.
Yep.
Boise State playing in the Big Sky where they're playing Eastern Washington. And it was a night where that field up there had taken a beating all year long, and it was completely and utterly dirt. I mean, the whole field was pretty much dirt. Well, let me put it to you this way. Overnight, they had a freeze. They had some wet weather move in. Then they had a freeze. It was just frozen solid. And you know how mud gets when it's frozen solid?
Oh, yeah.
And then the sun came out, and it thawed it just enough. You couldn't stand up on the field.
Wow.
It was that slippery. It got to the point where I wasn't calling the game. I had another guy calling the game. I was doing the color, and I had to sit there with the binoculars and look at the players and tell him who they were because their uniforms were completely obliterated by mud. That was, a fun game to do on the one hand and a horrible game to do on the other.
And actually, but for players, those are the kind of games that you remember forever.
I talked to a couple of players who played in that game. They said that really it was 2 weeks after they played in that game that their legs were still hurting because they had to use every muscle in their leg just to stand. And not, it was like playing on ice.
Yeah.
Even though it was mud, because right underneath the top layer of mud, which is like, you had that mud, you had a hard surface of ice underneath it that just wouldn't melt.
Wouldn't give up.
Oh, my, it was just terrible.
Speaking of Boise State, they take on Idaho State, the Bengals. Of course, a Division II, or I guess it'd be a bowl series team, or not bowl series, but
FCS.
FCS team that they'll be taking on tomorrow. Boise State trying to get their legs back under them after BYU smacked them right in the mouth with the last-second touchdown play against BYU. So trying to refine themselves. A lot of people, all of a sudden, come Monday morning, all the quarterback critics came out blaming Findlay, blaming this, blaming the coordinator, blaming whatever. But, you take about 3 plays out of that game, and Boise State wins it handily.
Yeah, and if you look at it, BYU had over 300 yards in total offense, but 84 on a blown coverage, on a play where you're chasing a quarterback, and then a whole bunch of other stuff like that. Bottom line is, what I'm saying is that place, if you respect Boise State and how tough it is to win at Albertson Stadium on the blue, then you've got to respect BYU and how tough it is to win at that stadium, Lavelle Edwards Stadium. They've got a great record down there of winning. Tough to go in there and to get anything done. A lot of teams have tried. A lot of teams have lost, just like at Boise State. So the Broncos played right there. They played very, very well. They had the game, pretty much I thought they had the game won. They were a couple of first downs from putting it away, couldn't quite get it done. And hey, you never know. I mean, sometimes I just kind of wonder about things when you get 2 Hail Marys in a row. What do you do?
Sometimes, fortune's on your side. That appears to be the case right now for BYU, but they are going to ride that high. And really, for Boise State, they better hope that BYU keeps it up.
Yeah,
at this point,
absolutely.
They need BYU to show very well for the season. Not well enough to get into that bowl game, but well enough that it makes Boise State look all the better.
Now, this Idaho State team, the last time Boise State lost to an Idaho State team was in 1994. It was kind of an interesting year, Dave. That was the year that Boise State had 2 7-game winning streaks surrounding that one loss. They played 15 games.
And the play that got them, if I remember right, was the Globe of Death.
Well, it was actually it was the Globe of Death that they had in that game, okay? But the play that got them was they wanted Idaho State to 33-32 with a pass to the left. I can't remember who caught it, but it was a great big old pass. But it was the play where they had the Globe of Death, which you can remember.
And if you saw the play, you'll remember it. It's where they kick the ball off, and like 4 or 5 guys go into a huddle, and they all break out of it, and nobody knows who has the ball on the kickoff. They call it the Globe of Death, and I think they wound up scoring a touchdown on it.
Well, I tell you what they did. After that game, it was kind of funny because Mike Machurik, they were kidding Boise State about going to the Big West, and Mike Machurik came up to me and said, "Who belongs in the Big West now, Wayne?" He's just getting in my face, trash talking, which you got to love ex-quarterbacks doing that. But it was fun. I mean, it was one of those games where Boise State had won 7, they were 7-0, lost that game, and then went on to win 7 more.
I think the last time Idaho State played at Bronco Stadium, there was a guy playing defensive end at that time. Mr. Allen was his name. He's now, of course, in the NFL, played for Minnesota for years, and now playing with somebody else, Chicago.
Well, I could be wrong. But the last time I think they played at Bronco Stadium was the first game Kellen Moore started at quarterback. Yeah. I think Kellen Moore started his career with a win against Idaho State. And I don't know if that was the second game, but I know Kellen in his first season. And I was thinking, because some of these quarterbacks have to go, they had to start their careers against the likes of Georgia and, Virginia Tech and all that kind of stuff. But here Kellen gets to start at that time against Idaho State, which is a whole lot better.
I think he went the next week to Dotson Stadium and won that one.
Yeah, he did. He did. I mean, let's face it, he's a great quarterback. But anyway, bottom line is that
I might have had too much medication that night before the game started. I may have been over-medicated. I don't remember it. It's just a thought.
Yeah, at any rate, so that game's tomorrow night, and so that's why we are on here tonight. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll be back. It's halftime, and right now it's Timberline leading Middleton by a score of 14-6 here at Middleton Viking Stadium in Middleton.
And Employee of the Year goes to Janet Chupi. Janet, come up here. You have single-handedly found the best local employees we've ever had.
Sir, boisehelpwanted.com did it.
No, you did it, Janet.
No, I would just log on, post jobs, and start getting resumes in minutes.
Janet, just take the Employee of the Year plaque.
No, I don't deserve it.
So I guess you don't want the raise.
Oh, no, I want the raise.
Atta girl.
Make Employee of the Year. boisehelpwanted.com. Long name, amazing results.
Buying a home is a major financial commitment. The home you choose must fit your needs and budget. What size of home to buy and how much you can afford are choices you'll live with for years to come. Home buyer education services offered throughout Idaho can help you make correct choices in purchasing a home. A list of home buyer education providers can be found online at finance.idaho.gov. That's finance.idaho.gov. Sponsored by the Idaho Department of Finance, the Idaho State Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right?
Yeah, Ray. And I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action.
What's your story?
Oh, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. My owner never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig.
Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free. It makes every project safer for everyone.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
Sponsored by Idaho Pipeline Association. Funding from Intermountain Gas Company.
In 1975, John Jackson started Jackson's Food Stores with one service station. Now Jackson's is more than 200 stores strong in 5 states, and they invite you to stop in to help celebrate their 40th anniversary. Jackson's takes pride in serving the Treasure Valley, not just with their great products, but also with their dedication to community, having raised millions for charity. In fact, Jackson's Food Store supports the 630 The Fan MVP Fund benefiting student athletes. Jackson's Food Stores, homegrown in the Treasure Valley.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
So I want to thank all of our sponsors, of course, Jackson's Food Stores, also Mountain West Bank, home of the totally free checking and free online banking, Steve's Hometown Toyota, worth a short drive to Ontario to save big money. By Go Wireless, now get 50% more data. Boise Muffler, let Boise Muffler Shop help simplify your day. By Foot and Ankle Medical Center with locations in Napa, Fruitland, Mountain Home, and Emmett. By Double R Ranch, Northwest Beef, hand-selected quality and unsurpassed flavor. Right now, that sounds pretty good.
Sounds real good.
I think I'm getting a little hungry. By the Battery Exchange, twice the power at half the cost with locations in Boise, Meridian, and Caldwell. And by Pioneer Federal Credit Union, moving your money forward. And we will have a Pioneer Federal Credit Union moving forward play of the game for you, as we will also have at the end of each game our MVPs. And Jackson's Food Stores will donate $100 to the athletic department of each player's school, as 630 The Fan and Jackson's Food Stores supporting high school sports here in the Treasure Valley.
Yep, I have one player kind of zeroed in for Timberline. Middleton's still up in the air right now. I'm not quite sure which way to go that direction on the votes.
Are you going to let me know who it is for Timberline?
At the end of the game.
Okay, you're going to hold that and just make it a big surprise to me.
Yeah, hold those cards close to the vest.
Well, it was 6-0 after one quarter in favor of Middleton as DJ Hagler made a 2-yard run. The extra point, they went for 2 actually, he was no good. 6-0, and then in the second quarter, 14 unanswered points by Timberline. Justin Lavin, a 7-yard touchdown run, the extra point good. That made it 7-6 Timberline, and then Lavin with a 13-yard run, the extra point again good, 14-6, and that's where we are right now at halftime with Timberline 3-0, leading Middleton 14-6. But remember, Middleton's going to get the football. They won the toss, and then he elected to defer to the third period. So, you know, Dave, when they come out, they had a good drive. The first drive they had, they went right down the field. They went 51 yards. Did a good job keeping that ball up the middle, and after that, Timberline just shut them down.
Well, Timberline in that first series, they came out with a 3-man front running with 4 linebackers, and then with the 4 in the secondary. After that, they went to 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and they really packed that box tight. They had one safety that was about 20 yards back. Everyone else was within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage, so they just bunched up in the middle and have just made it miserable for the Vikings since then.
Hey, don't forget this weekend, right here on 630 The Fan, the University of Idaho at home this weekend against Wofford.
Yep. Wofford, which is in South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina.
Is what, as I understand it. And that game is at, I believe, I'm trying to think right now.
I think it's 2 o'clock Pacific.
Yep, so it'll be 3 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
That'll air right here on The Fan. And then, of course, on Sunday, the chase is underway in NASCAR, as I believe they're in Illinois this weekend, and that race as they get ready for that all-important chase.
Yep. All right, so lots of stuff going on. Yep. Don't forget, every Wednesday night at 5 o'clock, right here on 6:30 The Fan. We got Fanfare High School Extra, where we talk to coaches, we talk to Dr. Rosie, we talk about concussions, we talk about, training, we talk about everything. And, if you haven't heard the show, and that's followed by This Week in the Mountain West, where you can hear about all the football stuff going on with Nate Crickman.
Yep. Some of the other scores going on around the area. Skyview has been under a lightning delay. They just got underway about 20 minutes ago, so they're running even a little further behind than us. Girls soccer action in Bora, they are in a lightning delay there. It's Bora tied up with Columbia 1-1 in girls soccer action there. So a lot of sports being affected by the lightning going on.
And Capitals playing Boise tonight. We haven't seen anything on that, huh?
No, I was just looking for that. I haven't seen a word
It's down
yet.
at Donald Larson Park. And, the thing of it is, here in Middleton, we're far enough west where the storm moved through just before game time. We were only delayed by about 25 minutes, but then that storm, took off right towards Donald Larson Park, and it was there at about 7:30 or so.
Yeah, see, I thought we was going to be able to keep track of the game on Twitter with our good friend Rachel Roberts with the Statesman, but she's in the booth right next to us, so she's following us around to games. She was with us last week, so she's here. I was thinking she'd be over at Donald Larson and giving us updates on that.
Yeah,
game.
what a game we had last week, huh? 45-44, Boise beating Bora. That was a great game.
That was one of the best high school games we've seen in a while, as Boise really put it together.
Well, this year,
take it to 'em.
I'm excited this year. This is our 5th game of the season. Hard to believe we're kind of like halfway through the season, but our 5th game of the season, and we have been able to see 10 different teams now. And so it's been fun for us. Not sure next week where we'll be. We're going to have to wait to see how things shake out on Friday night and how things shake out Saturday with games, and make a decision over the weekend as to where we want to focus our efforts. But looking forward to next week. We may see some teams we've seen before, but it's been a great start to the year with 10 different teams, and it's been so fun to travel to places like Emmett, here out to Middleton, and we were at Donald Larson Park last week for just a great, exciting game. We've been to Mountain View this year, and just it's been fun getting around the valley to see all the players.
It has been a lot of fun, and looking forward to it now as we get to the second half of the season. We'll probably zero in on the top 4 or 5 teams, trying to focus on them and see exactly where they go and who it is that will wind up representing the Treasure Valley going to state.
Well, we got a second half coming up here, and nothing's been decided yet, really. It's an 8-point ball game, and when you've got a team like Middleton that goes for 2 points, they're just really one score away from tying this thing up, and they're going to get the ball to start the third period. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Again, Timberline 14, Middleton 6. We'll be back to Middleton High School after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
When your car won't start in the morning before work, you panic. When you panic, you buy an expensive battery. When you buy an expensive battery for your car, you go to work and you throw things. When you throw things at work, your boss thinks you have anger issues and you get fired. When you get fired, your wife gets mad. When your wife gets mad, she tells you you're worthless. When she tells you you're worthless, she takes the kids and the poodle and moves in with her parents. When your wife moves in with her parents, you get upset. When you get upset, you get in your car with your new expensive battery and start driving very fast with tears in your eyes. When you drive fast with tears in your eyes, you can't see. When you can't see, you crash into a corner mini-mart. Don't crash your car into a corner mini-mart. Don't buy an expensive battery. Buy a less expensive battery from the Battery Exchange.
Hi, this is Aaron from the Battery Exchange. Let us save you from the disaster of buying an expensive battery. Come and visit us at our new store, now open on Overland Road in Boise, in Meridian, on Fairview, and in Caldwell on the Boulevard by DMB Supply. The Battery Exchange. All the power, half the price.
Hey Treasure Valley, Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario is all about the hometown game. Steve is a proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes, and Steve wants to be your hometown dealer. Steve's Hometown Toyota is the Valley's only 13-time Toyota President's Award winner for customer satisfaction, and they promise the short drive to Ontario will be worth big savings. Dare to compare and discover the Steve's Hometown Toyota difference, the hometown dealer supporting the hometown game. That's Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario.
Is your family always on the go? Visit your nearest Albertsons Butcher Block and pick up a Double R Ranch Beef 101 guide to discover quick and easy beef recipes to keep your athletes full and healthy. Double R Ranch USDA Choice Northwest Beef is always available at Albertsons. Head over to the Butcher Block today and join Double R Ranch and Albertsons in their support of our local ranchers.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Now Timberline coming back onto the field here. Middleton came on just a moment ago, so both teams are out of the locker room at halftime. And again, no rain for the time being. It's still kind of wet out there, and the field is definitely still a little slippery, but nothing's coming out of the skies right now. We got a 14-6 ball game. Timberline leads it over Middleton, and the Vikings are going to get the ball first here to start this third period.
You know, I didn't get a chance to ask you at the halftime, and I was going to. You'll be at the game tomorrow night, the Boise State game.
Right.
And my wife, Cindy, and I will be there. Who are you rooting for? For those who aren't aware, you are a former Bengal, having played for the Idaho State Bengals, playing a safety.
Is this a trick question? I feel like a Republican.
And that, you know.
On the debate.
Yeah, here's the trick question. Have you quit beating your wife yet?
Yeah, exactly.
Which way do I answer that?
I used to love that, yeah. Yeah, no, that was a long time ago.
So who are you rooting for tomorrow?
You know, I hope Idaho State shows up and plays well, but, I mean, really, I live in this community now, and so, you know, basically you got to hope that Boise State plays well, gets it done, gets the job done. But, certainly it's one of those days where every week, I kind of sit there and root for Idaho State, hope for them the best, and hope Mike Kramer does a great job over there. Like to see him play well, but I've been in Boise now forever. You just kind of,
Well, next year when Oregon State comes to town, you can ask me the same thing.
Oh, okay.
And I'll come up
I mean, like I say, still love it when Idaho State wins. Love to see him doing well, and it's great. It was so, tough to see him having all those bad years.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's a long string of them.
So it's great to see him have a great year last year, and real excited when they won that national championship and things like that. But yeah, tomorrow night, you kind of it's your hometown. It's the team you cover every day, and you kind of get to know the kids that play, and you get to like them, and you get to root for them.
You do. I spent several years in Pocatello, did the PA announcing for both football and basketball back in the Jim Botan basketball days, and let's see, I think Cutter was the coach there, and trying to remember the guy who was the AD there, big guy, had been a football coach for a time, but he was AD there for a long time.
You mean Debbie Holt?
Nope, not Holt.
Tom Jewell?
Tom Jewell. That was the one who was AD there when I was there.
Tom Jewell was my freshman football coach.
Was he? Gave me the job of being the PA announcer there.
Wow.
So that was a number of years ago.
Well, there's some names. They're all going to be in town. I mean, we got Glenn Alford was the SID, Sports Information Director.
Great guy.
And he and I are back on Facebook. We just found each other the other day about a month and a half ago. And he's still, boy, I tell you, he's just a fountain of information. And one of those things, a fountain of useless information, but it's great information, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Got to love it.
Is this the slowest clock ever?
Well, they got it down to 0:00, and I thought, okay, we're ready to go. Then they put 2 minutes on so everybody could kind of warm up.
By the way, I had to laugh earlier, and it was right toward the end of the quarter, and you have to love this. People in the big city would not appreciate this, but they're doing a giveaway and giving away a gun safe here.
Oh, really?
Yes, giving away a gun safe. And I thought, boy, if this was a big city, they'd would laugh. But welcome to rural America.
Yep. And again, Middleton and Timberline, we've got 24 minutes of football left to decide this. And you did have another score. I asked you before about that Capital and Boise game tonight. What's going on there?
Yeah, Capital handling this one easily at the half. It's Capital 33, Boise, the Big Goose Egg 0.
Wow. The thing that surprises me about that, when you told me that, is that, Boise did look really, really good last week. I mean, Cal Gustafson at quarterback looked good. They had some good running back. They had some wide receivers that could catch the ball. So I'm surprised they've got no points on the board.
Yeah, I am a little bit too. I would have thought they at least would have put something up. But at this point, 33-0 there. A score here as we get ready for the half. 14-6 Timberline ahead of Middleton.
All right. Middleton's excited because they're already out there getting ready to go, and the clock hasn't even gone down to 0 yet. They're all lined up ready to return this kickoff. McPherson out there. And like I say, at least this half, I don't think, maybe I'm wrong, but I think at some point, every forecast that I see, about 57 degrees out there saying the showers are done.
Well, we'll see what happens. Middleton out ready to play because they've got to get to school tomorrow.
Oh, I keep thinking we're doing a Friday night game, and I keep thinking, oh, yeah, I get home and I can sleep in tomorrow morning.
Remember last week, the whole big section of lights, the phones all lit up on the other side?
Yeah.
There's 4 of them.
There's 4 of them over there. That's cool. It's still cool, though. Yeah. Still cool. All right, here we go. Cahill kicking off. McPherson Going to take it at the 10-yard line. He's out the 15, 20, up the middle, 25, 30, breaks a couple of tackles, slips to the 34-yard line. So a nice 24-yard return by McPherson rather.
Yep, coming up with the tackle the time, number 16. That was Sebastian Floyd with the tackle for Timberline.
All right, Middleton High School, they've got Garrett Gassaway at quarterback. Caleb Harrell and TJ Hagler have been the main running backs that they've had in there. Right now they got Harrell in there, Gassaway, and again they go from that wing formation, wing to the left. Gassaway from the shotgun, but Harrell right next to him. And they hand it off to him right up the middle, just the way they started the game before. And he gets across the 35 out to the 37-yard line.
Again, Middleton's running with that double wing offense, so you have two guys in kind of tight at an angle, just right behind the tight ends, and then they just kind of jam it up the middle over and over.
4-yard pickup. It's the kind of game that Middleton, if they want to hang with a 5A team, though, Dave, this is what they've got to do. They lost last year 34-16 to Timberline, and it got away from them. Once they get that far down, they can't make it up that quick. But they're only down a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Gassaway by himself in the backfield. Now he hands it off to Harrell over the middle. Caleb Harrell, just a couple of yards near the 40, and that's about it.
But it does keep that clock moving, so that it eats up the clock. If they're successful at getting the yardage to get the first downs, to get the touchdown, you use a lot of clock, and you make the points.
Yeah, every once in a while, they got to hope for a big run play, and that's what that wing is designed to do. But so far tonight, Timberline's done a good job. Last week against Columbia, Middleton was able to score 47 points. Tonight, not going to happen.
You look at the defense again, 4 linemen. They're all packed in there within 5 yards of the yard line of scrimmage.
Let's see if Gassaway decides to pass or not. Nope, hands it off right up the middle. The blocking is there, but it's going to be short of a first down. We're going to be 4th down and about a foot.
Well, this is where on defense your nose guard or your 2 tackles really important that they get down there and just kind of root in and just plug everything up. If they get pushed backwards, then they're in trouble. But if they can get down there and get
they gave him a first down.
Wow.
I didn't even where the markers were, Dave, it didn't look right, but they gave him a first down. So a nice mark all the way out to the 43-yard line.
Gotta like that.
He looked like he was a yard, maybe even short. So it's working right now. Back to pass. Gassaway throws it out, incomplete, and almost intercepted. I thought they had an opportunity to be intercepted. Chase Downs that time really never really got a handle on it.
Yeah, and the thing is, Marcus Chathwick, who's the defender on that one, wasn't looking. If he had his head up, he would have seen the ball hit him right in the hands.
So they go for a pass on first down. That'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 43-yard line.
Must be chilly out there because the crowd very quiet.
Oh, well, the crowd right now is just quiet because I think Middleton just has not done much on offense at all here tonight since that first drive of 51 yards. Hand off up the middle. Again, the run, the only thing that seems to be working, and it's just kind of a 3-yard type thing.
Well, they are still grinding it out. That time it was Brian Cox coming up with a tackle.
Out to the 45-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 8. Again, you kind of wonder if Middleton feels like they're in 2-down territory if they can get near midfield. So if they get near midfield, they'd have a 4th down and about 3. Let's see what they, would do in that situation. But right now they're faced with 3rd down and 8 from their own 45-yard line.
But they do have 2 wide receivers out this time.
This is something different. Caleb Harrell, the running back, is wide to the left. Gassaway back to pass. Here comes the pressure. They pass it underneath the Harrell, but it bounces in. He caught it on the one hopper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 8.
Well, when you only throw the ball, 4 or 5 times in a game, you just don't get a lot of reps to get that pass in. But, to me, that's the way that double wing would work better. If every once in a while you go out there and kind of a pro set, it looks totally different.
So Seth Millington will drop back for Timberline on a 4th down and 8 from their own 45-yard line. Middleton going to kick it away. Kick. Pretty low kick. Good return. Middleton has it at the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. A nice return by Seth Millington.
That time the kick, the gunners there for Middleton really overran the play and missed it by a good 10 yards.
It's not fair to have a kid named Millington when you're talking about Middleton. You know what I'm
Middleton
saying?
and Millington?
Yep. But Millington was the guy who carried it back out to the 42-yard line, 24-yard return on the punt. Nice return and good field position for Timberline right now.
You're just like his first name's not Millard.
Don't get me going. We just call him M&M at that point.
There you go.
All right. Zimmerman comes to the near side. Back to pass. Looking over the middle. Had a man wide open and overshot him. Wow.
Yeah, that time it was McLean Landis who was right over the middle. It's kind of like I'm all alone, and he was just about 2 feet too short.
Yeah, you're right. Landis was just right there. All they had to do is complete it to him. That was a great call to start this third period.
Had it worked. Good call.
That was a good call. Just the execution wasn't there. Stops the clock. 9:05 to go here in the third period. 14-6 is our score. Timberline leads Middleton. It's second down and 10. Lavin at quarterback. Roberts at the running back. Hands it off to him up the middle. And nothing there. Right back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be third down and 10.
Yep, nice stop that time right in the center of the line. The big kids for Middleton kind of plugging that up, getting down low, not allowing Timberline to get that push.
So Timberline looking at a passing down here at a third down and 10 from their own 42-yard line. They do not want to give it right back to Middleton. And they want to get some kind of, and they've not been able to do it, Dave. They've not been able to get any kind of rhythm on offense.
I'm not sure if that's due to the weather, due to the breaking of the rhythm of the game with the timeout.
All right, Justin Lavin. Slow snap, picks it up off the ground. Now he's going to run it up the middle. I think he really wanted to pass that time, and he had a couple of people that were coming open, but because of the low snap and he had to pick it up off the ground, he was just trying to protect the football.
Yeah, Drake O'Neal, number 12 out here on the near side to us, he was wide open. There wasn't anyone within 10 yards of him.
So, again, a low snap probably caused by the weather and just a damp ball out there. Even though it's not raining right now, it's been wet out there. So here we go, the punt. Timberline going to kick it away. Here comes the pressure up the middle, and it's a little short kick. It's going to hit at the 44-yard line and bounce backwards, and Timberline finally gets there to make the stop. Matt Crawford got down there quick and realized it was a horrible kick and was bouncing backwards, and so he stopped it as best he could.
Yeah, Zach Cahill was the kicker that time. Timberline fans very upset because the Middleton player was blocked into him, and he really had a good acting job, and they got up and limped off the field. But the referee said, yeah, no dice. That's not what happened.
Not how I saw it, huh?
No, wasn't how he saw it. But it was a good act. I mean, he looked good as he limped off the field.
All right, the Vikings take over. They're still down only by a score. 8 points, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. They do not have a kicker that I saw. They went for 2 points the last time they tried it. Gassaway, he's going to take it. Nope, this is a direct handoff, and this time it's a new guy, Ethan McPherson, in there.
At number 23, not fooled by that at all. That's Mitchell Pearsall for Timberline. Not fooled at all from that defensive end position.
That was kind of like a wildcat. See if Gassaway's back in there now. Well, they're going to go with a new quarterback, it looks like. So they've got a new quarterback in there right now, Mitch Badia. Badia has it. He's going to take it out the outside. Badia's free. He's at midfield, 45, and down to the 42-yard line.
Well, I will say this about Badia, a little bit quicker getting around that outside there. If it wasn't for Evan Neptut coming up with the tackle, he would have been in the end zone.
Here comes Gassaway now. So Badia, after that nice big run to get it into Timberline territory down at the 40. Here comes Gassaway back in.
Not sure if it's an equipment issue, if it's just let's see what happens. I'm not sure
interesting. We hadn't, this is the first time we've seen Middleton, so we don't know kind of what their, ideas are and how they run their offense. Handoff up the middle, inside the 40, down to the 35-yard line, and right now the running game looks like it's working pretty good.
Yep, they're getting in there little by little.
So it's going to be a pickup of 5. It'll be second down and 5. Couple of new faces coming in the ball game now. A lot of changes offensively. Harrell's back in there. Post comes in.
Rain's starting to come down again.
Is it raining again?
Yep. Umbrellas are up.
Oh, my goodness. Just when I said it wasn't going to rain anymore.
Way to go, Larry Gebbert.
Yep. Here we go. This is Badia. He takes it direct snap, fakes the handoff, runs up the middle, and he's down to about the 35-yard line.
I tell you what, I like the looks of that Beatty. He's very quick.
Well, he's very quick. You're right. He's quick. He just gets to the hole quickly and makes some moves. It's going to be 3rd down and 4.
He'll come out now, I think.
Yep, he's coming out. Harrell comes out. Badia comes out. Gasaway's the quarterback. So Gasaway at quarterback. Hands it off, up the middle. And right near the spot he needed to get the first down, but I'm not sure he was able to get it there.
Yeah, Mitchell Pearsall came up from Timberline from behind, grabbed him right around the waist, and just started pulling him back, going, no, you're not going any further.
Yeah, that was Chance Turner. We haven't seen Chance in there, so that's a new name. Coaching staff now kind of working everybody in there.
They are. They're mixing up the look and mixing up
They
the
really are.
players.
Some new names in there that we didn't see in the first half.
But you got 4th and 2. This is very important.
Yep, 4th down and 2. Tight formation, wing to the left. Gasaway has the ball, hands it up the middle. Let's see. The officials are going to blow the play dead. Let's see. Timberline thinks they came up with a stop. Let's see where the forward progress is. It's very close. Nope. They did come up with a stop. It's about a foot short. And so on 4th down and 2, they got 4th down and 1 3/4.
Wow. Very disheartening for Middleton after they really put together a pretty decent offensive drive, changing up their look, going with different quarterbacks, a little wildcat look in one play, and then to come up short on the 4th down. So going to turn it over on downs. It's up to the defense of Middleton to get it done now.
Again, on a chilly 55-degree night here with rain off and on, some showers, and just a wet field and the dampness that's out here tonight. 5:05 to play. Both teams have it's been a defensive struggle because the offenses have had their challenges to get things done here. Drake O'Neal comes to the near side. This is Justin Lavin. Lavin pitches it at the end around. Ball's on the ground, and Timberline's going to pick it up. A lucky bounce came right back into the arms of Mitchell Pearsall, who was able to pick it up. He was trying to pitch it on the end around, Dave. And
was that an attempted reverse? Is that
yeah,
what they were
it was
trying to
attempted reverse, and the handoff was fumbled, and it bounced right back up to Pearsall. What a convenient bounce that was.
Speaking of convenience and convenience store, our Jackson's player of the game also has told Jackson bobbleheads go on sale tomorrow.
Oh, do they?
The
All right. I knew that was coming up. Jackson celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. All right, here we go. It's 2nd down and 12. A loss of 2 on the play. Handoff right smack up the middle, bouncing into the outside. And, boy, what great pressure to the ball. What movement to the ball by Middleton. A gain of about 3 yards is all. It's going to be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that time coming up making that play, I believe it was Miles Foot who made that play.
So strange to see a team huddle. Both teams huddle.
Yeah.
And it's like after the first 4 games we did, nobody huddled.
Yeah, you kind of learn a rhythm when it's a no-huddle offense as far as calling and doing the color. And now there's big gaps and breaks.
Manabusen is the running back. Low snap again. Lavin to the right. Throws it underneath the coverage. It's complete. I think that's Zimmerman who caught it. And let's see what they say.
Well, the ball came loose at the end of the play, but I think he was down.
So as soon as he hit the ground, the ball was knocked out. Let's see if it got enough for the first down or if it's going to be 4th down. Now it's going to be 4th down and 1. They didn't mark him right at the first down marker, so it's 4th down and 1. Timberline now going to have to think it over. They're not doing much thinking, Dave. They're coming right out. Looks like they're going to go for it at the 44-yard line.
I think at 4th and 1, I think you go ahead and do it.
They're going to go 4th and 1. Let's see what they do. Pearsall's in there at running back. He has it up the middle. He's got a big hole, and he barrels inside the 50-yard line down to the 48-yard line of Middleton.
Yeah, I think no question of that one. He easily made the first down plus on that.
I think that time Timberline said, if we're going to win this football game, we got to keep the ball.
Well,
we've got to stay on offense.
And you kind of do. You have to kind of take control of the game and just kind of show them, we're 5A, we're undefeated. It's our game.
Roberts back in there at running back. Coming to the near side, split as a wide receiver, is Landis. They hand it off instead to Roberts. Misdirection play, doesn't get anything.
Yeah, kind of tied up right there. A couple of the defensive linemen getting a nice wrap up on him. So really he had nowhere he could go.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Clock continuing to run, 2:20 to go here in the third period. Kind of a fast-moving game when you figure this game started at 7:30 or so because of the lightning delay.
Yeah, but that in part is because of that double wing and all the running.
Oh, yeah, no question. Not a lot of passing here tonight. Keep by Lavin. And Lavin's going to get down to about the 44-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down. Again, the offenses have been limited when what they can do tonight because of the weather. So 3rd down and 7. These guys are talking about pulled pork sandwiches, the Viking meal, and I'm sitting here starving like a racehorse.
It's on sale.
Yeah, it's on sale right now, and I'm kind of tied up doing a game. That's terrible. That shouldn't happen. Landis in motion, now goes over to the left side, sets up. They sent another man in motion, and I had to call timeout. So Kirk Copeland calls timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. We've got $1:24 to go here in the third period, and a 3rd down and 7 coming up for Timberline when we come back after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Mountain West Bank is proud to sponsor these broadcasts of Treasure Valley High School football, together with our totally free checking, competitive rates on loans, and other community efforts. It's how we try to make every community we're part of a little better. We love Southern Idaho, and we try to make every one of our branches a place where you love to bank. Thank you. Oh, and one more thing. Go Treasure Valley! Mountain West Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Welcome back, everybody. Wayne Zubak, Dave Burnett with you here on a Thursday night, a special edition of Friday Night Football, the Jackson's Food Store High School game of the week. Middleton against Timberline. Timberline 3-0, leading Middleton 14-6 here at Middleton High School. They've got a 3rd down and 7. Lavin rolling to his left, looking downfield, looks down the middle of the field. He's looking for Zimmerman. Zimmerman reaches behind the defender, but can't come up with it. Incomplete down at the 5-yard line.
Yep, but Middleton not called for interference on that play, even though the two kind of tangled up, but I guess the officials decided he was going for the ball. By the way, down at Donald Larson Park, a football game going on there. It's Capital taking on Boise right now in the third quarter. It's Capital 40, Boise 0.
4th down, and once again, Timberline's going to go for it. 4th down from the 45-yard line of Middleton. Lavin. And now he's going to back up. Maybe he's going to kick it. Took his time, and he's going to short punt it. And McPherson back there to pick it up at the 12-yard line, and he's down at about the 22.
Yep, nice shoestring tackle that time. Just grabbed him by the ankle, brought him down to the ground. They tried to draw him off sides, which was interesting because they had 7 yards to go. A 5-yard penalty wouldn't help him. I guess it would have gotten it closer. But they tried to draw him off sides. When they couldn't get him to jump, he backed up and went into that punt formation.
Well, a nice stop there by Middleton, Dave, with a 1:11 to go here in the third period. Now they get the ball back. Yeah, they're 80 yards away, but let's see what they can do. We've seen a lot of different things now. Head coach Bill Brock trying a few different things with Beatty in there, the Wildcat. Of course, all night long he's been going with Gassaway at quarterback, and then he tries something different. Let's see what he does here. Gassaway hands it off up the middle. That's Harrell. He gets a nice 7-yard gain.
Yeah, offensive line for Middleton doing a nice job that time. Had Timberline pretty much pinned back and just pushing those guys back.
Caleb Harrell with a nice little run there for 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball out the 27-yard line.
This double wing offense, you're really dependent on your offensive line to be big and strong and to do just what they did there, and that is to push that defensive line back.
Well, when you get 7 yards on 1st down when you're a running team, that allows everything to go in your playbook, doesn't it? All right, here we go. Back to pass. Gassaway looking, throws underneath the coverage. It's complete. That's going to be short of a 1st down, though.
Yep, nice coverage that time by Timberline, number 7 out there that time. That's Justin Lawrence making a nice play.
Yeah, Chase Downs made the reception, but he got it at the 29-yard line, so that's going to be about a yard shy, and I think that's going to be the last play of the third period, Dave. And, in fact, it will be. So when we come back, we'll come back in 1 minute. We'll have 3rd down and 2 for Middleton as they try to keep the ball. They're down 14-6 as we've got 12 minutes to play here at Middleton on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better. There's no reason it has to be like this.
With PFCU's Reward You Checking, it is better. Reward You Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
Moving your money forward.
At Boise Muffler Shop, they know cars are always trying to tell us something. Low tire pressure,
Is that
the
a
light
2-minute
comes
break,
on.
correct?
Same when you
No.
haven't checked the oil for a while.
Okay.
And of
Come back
course,
after
there's the dreaded check engine light. For more than 25 years, Treasure Valley drivers have trusted Rod at Boise Muffler to knock their lights out. Well, you know what I mean. Boise Muffler Shop on Fairview specializes in all types of exhaust systems, while basic auto repairs are the expertise of the Boise Muffler Shop location at 36th and Chinden. Boise Muffler Shop. They can simplify your day.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
On a 3rd down and 2, Caleb Harrell takes the handoff, and he's got the 1st down. Barely, but he has it. Boy, he put his helmet down, and a Timberline player slow getting up there, Dave.
Well, I guess we know where he put his helmet down, right into his belly.
Wow. But he's okay. No problem there. Sebastian Floyd getting up slowly, but he's all right. He'll come off the field for a minute. But a big 1st down out to the 32-yard line for Middleton.
If that really was crucial for the Vikings to keep this drive going, not giving the ball right back over to Timberline.
Gassaway, a quarterback. Hands it off to Harrell again. Caleb Harrell. That's DJ Hagler. So Hagler checked in. In fact, I was just wondering where he was. I hadn't seen him for a while, and I was trying to find him on the sidelines, wondering if maybe he got hurt or something. He scored the 1st touchdown of the game, but he was back in there.
Well, they tried to string it out over that, go wide at that right end, but that time Shane Richardson coming up, making a nice stop, stringing it out and bringing him down for no gain.
So Hagler out of the ball game. Nope, Hagler's back in there now. He's on the wing on the left-hand side, so there's nobody back there with Gassaway. Gassaway back to pass. Here comes the pressure. He throws it down the sideline. Has a man open. Downs. Downs has got it at the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 35 of Timberline. A big pass caught Timberline asleep, and a nice catch by Downs on the run.
Yeah, Seth Millington for Timberline did not expect him to go deep because they haven't really done it a whole game, and he got burnt.
So Gassaway to Downs, a big play right there, all the way down to the Timberline 34-yard line.
That woke up the Middleton crowd.
Yep, they're there. All right, Gassaway, that quarterback. Hands it off, up the middle, big hole, and down to the 28-yard line. And again, a nice big run that time. And it's a new ball player, and they haven't seen him tonight, Blake Cheney.
Well, he had fresh legs. Dawson Zebarth bringing him down for Timberline, but he had fresh legs, and he looked it.
Blake Cheney, a running back, 5'11", 180 pounds, and he will stay in there. So Gassaway there, Cheney there after a 7-yard gain. Hands it off to Cheney again. Cheney up the middle, and this time he is met down at about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, those fresh legs. Not quite as fresh that time. Shane Richardson coming up with a tackle for the Wolves.
Thing of it is, these are about the 4th running backs that they've used here tonight that head coach Bill Brock has used for Middleton.
Well, you're going to have to. You do this much running, you got to have a platoon of running backs going in there. One guy can't keep doing it all.
Well, Badia just came in. Let's see if he goes from the Wildcat. It is Badia in a quarterback now for Gassaway, and he's all by himself there, so he's going to take it and probably run. And he does. Up the middle, and boy, Pearsall saw that and just came in the backfield and corralled him before he could get going.
Yeah, Mitchell Pearsall, a nice tackle and play on that one. He read that all the way.
A little bit of a loss, so it's going to be 4th down and 3. The Badia thing really fooled Timberline the first time he came out with it.
Yep.
First couple of plays, and after that they figured it out. He's still in there. So Gasaway out. Also in there at running back is Caleb Harrell on a 4th down and 3. Badia fakes it, back to pass, throws, it's complete down the sidelines, and again it's Chase Downs. And that's going to be a 1st down.
Yep, a nice play. You read very well. And this time, in this second half, they're coming out. They're kind of mixing it up. They're not just running up left tackle, right tackle. They're throwing a few passing plays in there. I'll be curious to see what happens if they kick. I just noticed on the sideline, Zach Cahill, number 8, their kicker, no helmet, no shoulder pads on.
Uh-oh. All right, here we go. And the ball's at the 21-yard line. 14-6 is our score. Timberline leads it, but right now, Harrell, right side, and he bulls down to about the 17-yard line. Pickup of 4.
Yeah, he was ridden out of bounds that time by Zach Sale, who made the tackle, bringing him down out of bounds.
So it'll be 2nd down and 6, let's call it, at the 17-yard line. This one I love when I call play-by-play from a box like this. Now I'm looking through a screen and double window. and
a pane of glass.
And a pane of glass, exactly.
I'll let you know what happens.
Okay, keep me posted. All right, Gasaway back in there at quarterback. I'm going to come back over and get in front of you. Hand it up to Harrell up the middle. And it looks like he had a nice head of steam inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And somebody from Timberline came up and put a hat on him.
Yep, dropped him to the ground, but he's still in about 4 yards from that 1st down, so he did get some forward moment.
Boy, it's a big, big series. Clock running. 7.5 to play in this game.
Yep, they really need to get it within a yard or so if they're going to try it on that 4th down.
Well, Darren Post just came in the game. The big tight end brought in the play. He's got Downs to the left, Post to the right. Sit down, fight. I know. 3rd down and 4. Gasaway at quarterback. Hands it off. Cheney trying to find a hole up the middle. Looked like it was an option for him. He saw the hole up the middle, and he didn't gain anything. In fact, he lost it.
Yep, they were hoping to get at least 3 or 4 yards out of that, but really no gain at all. So now you're down to 4th down and about 5 yards to go, and they're going to take time out.
Yeah, let's keep it here on this little timeout by Middleton. 4th down and 5. The ball at the 17-yard line, Dave. They really need to get this thing. They got to get a 1st down, get the ball in the end zone. The one thing about Timberline, by only putting 14 points on the scoreboard tonight, they've let Middleton stay in this game.
Yep, they have. Now, the big deal on this right now, though, is that extra point. They're going to have to go for 2 to tie this thing up. And it's been tough getting those 3-4 yards. It's been tough against Timberline. So if they can get that touchdown, they're going to have to go for 2 to try to tie it up.
And don't forget, at the end of each game, 6:30 The Fan will name a Jackson's Food Store most valuable player for each team. And Jackson's Food Stores will donate $100 to the athletic department of each player's school. 6:30 The Fan, Jackson's Food Stores supporting high school sports right here in the Treasure Valley.
All right, here we go. 4th down, 4th and 5. It's all right here.
It really is. I mean, you got to believe that they could get it back, David. This is their best scoring opportunity yet. Gasaway, back to pass, looking for Downs underneath the coverage. He has it at the 10, inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. That's going to be good for a 1st and goal to go for Middleton.
Yep, knocked out of bounds that time by Zach Sell as he came over and knocked him out from that cornerback position. But damage done by Middleton. The Vikings get that 1st down, and they are right down there inside the 10. In fact, 7-yard line.
1st and goal to go now. Gasaway coming in at quarterback. He's staying in there. He and Beatty have been checking in and out here in this second half. Caleb Harrell is the running back. He's the lone setback with Gasaway from the shotgun. Gasaway hands it off to Harrell. Harrell bounds down to the 5-yard line off right tackle. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5.
He does pick up a few, so some forward progress there.
14-6 our score. Timberline leads it. Again, Middleton, after they scored in the first period, went for 2 points and didn't make it. So to tie this thing up, they'll have to go for 2.
So Lavin comes out.
All right, Gasaway is out. It's Beatty in there again. Beatty keeps it. And Beatty down to about the 3-yard line.
Holy cow, is this a couple of huge downs coming up here for the Vikings.
So 3rd down and goal now from the 5-yard line.
he picked up minimal yardage.
Yeah, he pretty much got it back to that line of scrimmage. So Gasaway coming back in. Mitch Badia comes out. And it's going to be Caleb Harrell, the running back. Back to pass in the end zone. Wide open touchdown.
Wow. They had him totally fooled on that play. They came with that play action inside. Everybody went to inside for the runner, and that left that tight end wide open to get out there into the end zone to catch that ball.
And was that Downs that caught it?
I think it was.
It was Downs. So
Nicely called play.
Yep. They needed that. 5:13 to go in the ball game. It's 14-12. And now you're going to talk about the two-point conversion. Mitch Beatty in there, quarterback. Gasaway is out. They've got to go for the two to try to tie this puppy up. So Beatty at quarterback. Beatty going to keep it. Trying to get outside. No, nothing doing. Not even close. It was a play that Timberline has seen many, many times, and that time they were all over it. And so, with 5 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the ball game, our score, Timberline 14, Middleton 12. We'll be back in 60 seconds after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Go Wireless is your local, trusted Verizon Wireless premium retailer dedicated to serving you and providing you with excellent customer service. With 15 locations across the Treasure Valley, their team is here to help you with all your wireless needs. Whether it's time for an upgrade or you're looking to save money on your monthly bill, stop by and let one of their friendly consultants take care of you. Go Wireless wants to take care of you and provide you with only the very best customer service. Shop local and stay connected with Go Wireless.
Get ready for an afternoon of live music, great food, and sampling of over 100 craft beers. It's the America On Tap Harvest Craft Beer Festival this Saturday, 2 to 6 at Barber Park. Skip the search for a parking spot and take the shuttle. Pick up and drop off into the big parking lot east of the Ram off Broadway in Boise. Or ride your bike over on the Greenbelt and park it at the Sierra Trading Post Bike Corral. Check out vendor booths, food trucks, and sample over 100 craft beers. Tickets are still available. Get yours today at AmericaOnTap.com.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Wayne Zuback, Dave Burnett with you back here, and this is the Jackson's Food Store High School Game of the Week, a special Thursday night edition. rebound, but a great catch that time by Drake O'Neal.
Yeah, again, the kickoff, not what Middleton wanted. That play, not what the Vikings did.
Drake O'Neal was actually backpedaling, Dave. He was going backwards, looking back at the quarterback, and he caught the ball, and I thought he fell into the end zone, but the official was right there, and it's 1st and goal to go from the half-yard line. So that quiets the crowd down tremendously here. Lavin now.
field, and that's what they need to do.
And they need to do it quickly.
Yep.
Still plenty of time right now, but they've got to score. I'd say they've got to score with at least 2.5 on the board, maybe 2 at the least.
And get an onside kick this time.
Yeah, and make it work. Gasaway at quarterback. Rolling to his right, trying to pick up receivers. Now he's going to run. No, he tucks it and throws, and it's incomplete. He threw it to Harrell, but he threw it too low.
Yep, he was open. Ball was just poorly placed.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 at the 27-yard line. It does stop the clock with 2:55 to go. So all of a sudden, the running team of Middleton is turned into a passing team, trying to catch up here, knowing they need to get the ball in the end zone now, score 2 points, and get it back. Back to pass. Looking in the end zone. Looking for Downs. It's coming down, and he's hit into the end zone, and it's going to be a pass interference against Timberline. Downs was trying to come back to it, and the defender knocked him down.
And I think that was the right call that time by the officials.
Now remember, unlike college, that would have been the ball at the 2-yard line, but here it's going to be a 10-yard penalty, so it's going to bring it down to about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, see, in that point, especially with the way the rules work, interference is the best way to do it. It's just 10-yard gain instead of a touchdown, which it would have been.
And it stops the clock with 2:48. And again, I say, even at this point, you need the ball twice, but the extra point doesn't really even mean anything, Dave.
Nope.
You score here, you score 6. Even if you don't score the extra point, you're down by 3. You get it back again, you've got to score it, one more time. So pass interference in the end zone, but it'll be an automatic first down, but the ball's still going to be out at about the 17-yard line. Actually, at the 14-yard line.
So they gave him 15 yards.
Yep, 15-yard penalty, not a 10-yard. That was my mistake, and it should have been 15. Don't know why I was thinking 10. So 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line, but as we were saying, in college, it's down at the 2-yard line. Back to pass, Gasaway over the middle, has a man, Harrell, touchdown! Caleb Harrell caught it over the middle, touchdown, and with 2:44 to go, guess what? It's 21-18.
But like you said, the extra point, it's kind of a moot point right now.
Well, the
Doesn't
one
matter.
thing you want to do, maybe get it so that you only, I don't know if you got a field goal kicker or not, but if you have a kicker at all,
yeah,
this is where you should kick it and make it 21-19, a 2-point ball game, because 2 points not going to get you the win. And so they are going to try to kick it. So we'll see what happens here, see if they can make this extra point. That way, if this kid's got a leg, then they have an opportunity maybe to get it back and win by a field goal. Kick is up, and it is good.
You did fine.
Yep, we'll take a 1-minute timeout. 2:44 to play. Our score now, Timberline 21, Middleton 19 on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right?
Yeah, Rick. And I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action.
What's your story?
Oh, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. My owner never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig.
Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free. It makes every project safer for everyone.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
Sponsored by Idaho Pipeline Association. Funding from Intermountain Gas Company.
In 1975, John Jackson started Jackson's Food Stores with one service station. Now Jackson's is more than 200 stores strong in 5 states, and they invite you to stop in to help celebrate their 40th anniversary. Jackson's takes pride in serving the Treasure Valley, not just with their great products, but also with their dedication to community, having raised millions for charity. In fact, Jackson's Food Store supports the 630 The Fan MVP Fund benefiting student athletes. Jackson's Food Stores, homegrown in the Treasure Valley.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
All right, Neil Weber got the extra point. He's got some green shoes on there. Those are funky indeed. Let's see if he's going to try for the onside kick as Middleton has it on the 40-yard line. Nice little bounce, but it goes right to Timberline, and the Timberline player takes a nice shortstop grab.
He did, and then he got rolled by the Middleton players. I mean, they rolled him.
But that's how you do an onside kick, David. Took a nice big hop. The Timberline player did a good job, went up and got it, caught it. He did get clobbered, But so Timberline has the ball, and they're just a couple of first downs away from winning this one. But still, anything can happen. It's cold, and it's not raining, but it's cold. It's damp out there. That ball's still slippery. You got to watch it.
Well, a little clock management here. 2:44 to go. Get them 3 and out.
All right, first down and 10. Timberline has the ball at their own 47-yard line. They pitch it out, end around to Pearsall. Pearsall into territory, cuts it back at the 30. He's down to the 35, 25. Look out, he's going to go all the way. He cut across the field. He's going to go in for the touchdown. If he didn't step out of bounds, he didn't. He's in for the touchdown, and in one play, he goes 52 yards for the touchdown.
So much for the prevent defense.
Pearsall cut back against the grain at about the 40-yard line, and that was it. Wow, 52-yard touchdown run by Pearsall. That quiets the crowd down here at Middleton.
It did.
All of a sudden, it's 27-19 with 2.5 minutes to go. And Cahill will be on for the extra point attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. 1 minute timeout, 2:31 to go. Our score now, Timberline 28, Middleton 19. We'll be back after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Hey Treasure Valley, Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario is all about the hometown game. Steve is a proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes, and Steve wants to be your hometown dealer. Steve's Hometown Toyota is the Valley's only 13-time Toyota President's Award winner for customer satisfaction, and they promise the short drive to Ontario will be worth big savings. Dare to compare and discover the Steve's Hometown Toyota difference, the hometown dealer supporting the hometown game. That's Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario.
Is your family always on the go? Visit your nearest Albertsons Butcher Block and pick up a Double R Ranch Beef 101 guide to discover quick and easy beef recipes to keep your athletes full and healthy. Double R Ranch USDA Choice Northwest Beef is always available at Albertsons. Head over to the Butcher Block today and join Double R Ranch and Albertsons in their support of our local ranchers.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Well, how things changed there. Mitchell Pearsall, 52-yard touchdown run and a 2-point game. Now they're doing a 9-point game, just like that. So Cahill getting ready to kick it off. And deep kickoff. Going to be taken by the far man at about the 9-yard line. Bouncing off players. Has room to run out to the 35, out to the 40-yard line, and out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. And nice run back that time by Mitchell.
Yep, the Middleton crowd really hoping he'd break it loose and go all the way for a touchdown for a wild and crazy finish.
That would have made things a little bit different right there, wouldn't it?
It sure would have, because then he would have had time to try that onside kick again.
So out at the 42-yard line, a nice 33-yard return by Brandon Mitchell for Middleton. And again, the big difference now is the Pearsall 52-yard run.
And you're going to have to score really quick. I think I know where I'm going to go with the moving forward play of the game.
Yep, I think that's a dead giveaway. All right, here we go. Gasaway sends a man in motion. That's Mitchell. Gasaway down the middle, overthrows everybody. It was intended for Harrell again, who was open underneath the coverage, but the ball was actually thrown over the coverage.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a blown route or he just put a little more arm into it than he was supposed to.
The thing of it is, what I can see here with this team is that this Middleton team really, they can pass. I mean, they may not be the best passing team in the world, but when they have to, they look like they can pass.
They can. I think if I was coaching it, but I'm not, I don't have the whistle, I think I would get rid of that double wing and spread that thing out more into more of a pro set.
I like what they're doing now. They're kind of opening it up a little bit. Back to pass. They throw. It is complete. Downs has it at midfield, and that's going to be shy of a first down. It'll be 3rd down and 2, but right at midfield,
I think he had the first down, but then he kind of came back and looped around to try to make some extra yardage and lost a yard.
Yep. So it's 3rd down and 2, and the clock is running, coming up on 2 to go here. And Middleton getting up real quick to get this play going. Gassaway hands it off. Up the middle of the ball. Comes loose, and Timberline, I think, has recovered it. They have. Wow, Harrell had the ball. He just had it knocked out of his, I'm sure the ball got hit by the helmet of a Timberline player and just got knocked to the ground, and Timberline recovers it. Yep. That should do it, folks.
Big kid in the middle there, 6'2", 240-pound senior Riley Knight coming up with the fumble recovery.
So Timberline has it at their own 47-yard line, but the bottom line is they have it with $1:49 to go and a 9-point lead, 28-19. Again, this game started a half hour late because of a lightning delay, and it has gone right down to the wire. That 52-yard run by Mitchell Pearsall kind of icing it here for the Timberline T-Wolves, who are going to go 4-0 on the season. Handoff up the middle, and nothing there, but the clock will continue to run. And it looks like Middleton will use what timeouts they have left. They'll take a timeout. We'll keep it here. Don't forget, at the end of each game, 6:30 The Fan will name a Jackson's Food Stores most valuable player for each team. And Jackson's Food Stores will donate $100 to the athletic department of each player's school. Do you want to do the Pioneer Federal Credit Union moving forward play of the game?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. I think Pearsall's run there at the end of the game where he broke it loose, he turned back around, cut back to the middle of the field, making that touchdown. I think that was a nail in the coffin with like 2:31 left to go in the game.
He looked like he was down about 4 times, Dave, and he just kept it going. So our moving forward play of the game, brought to you by Pioneer Federal Credit Union, goes to Mitchell Pearsall, 52-yard touchdown after, Middleton had made it a 2-point game, 21-19, and Pearsall's touchdown made it 28-19, and now with the fumble recovery, really as soon as Middleton runs out of timeouts, Timberline will run this game out.
Yep, it'll be all over at that point.
So 2nd down and 10. Lavin up under center. And he's going to hand it off to Roberts. Roberts is going to get no yardage, but that'll get the clock running. And they don't have a timeout up here, so I don't know if Middleton has any more left. Middleton, I think, it's got to be their final timeout.
I would think so.
Be 3rd down and 9. So Middleton takes timeout again, and we'll keep it here. Again, a special edition here on Thursday night. And Timberline, 4-0, Dave. Tonight, probably not what they had expected. I think they probably expected maybe to move the football a little bit better here, do a little bit more than they do. And, Middleton's going to fall to 1-3, but, they're a pretty good 1-3 team.
Well, they are, and losing to Timberline, no shame in that. 5A school coming in here to your field, no shame in that whatsoever. And they played well. They came out and kind of smacked them right in the mouth. And they struggled a bit in that second quarter. That's kind of where they lost it. That second quarter, Timberline just dominated them.
I had a feeling tonight that Middleton might win this football game. I really did. I was at practice earlier this week. I said, hey, they look pretty good. And Coach Brock was telling me, well, they're pretty inexperienced. And you can see some of that coming up here tonight. So 3rd down and 9 for Timberline, and 1:37 on the scoreboard clock remaining in the ball game. Lavin goes back to pass. He's going to run it, try to get a first down. He's knocked out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. But by getting out of bounds, he's very close to that first down marker, and I think they're going to give it to him. Let's wait and see. Where did he go out of bounds? Nope. I think he's going to be shy. It's going to be 4th down and 2. Yep. So 4th down and 2 for Timberline. And again, the whistle stopped the clock with 1:15 to go.
Yeah, they were hoping just to get that clock keep running.
I believe Middleton's out of timeouts.
At the booth next to us, which had the Middleton coaches, it is cleared out. They are gone.
They're gone. They're history. They put 7 seconds back on the clock, so from 1:15 to 1:22. And now they'll blow the whistle to get things going on a 4th down play here. Obviously going to go for it. And what do? You just, I just kind of run with the football. Lavin, he's going to run it out to the outside. Makes a couple of moves, has the first down inside the 40, and that's going to do it. Down to the 39-yard line, Justin Lavin, who has a couple of touchdown runs in this game, also has that big first down right there, which is going to keep the clock rolling, and now they'll just go into that victory formation and take a knee.
You know, why don't we go ahead and do this? One of our Jackson player of the game, what do you think of Justin Lavin being the player of the game for Timberline?
Well, no question about it. I mean, he did a great job. Justin Lavin had a couple of touchdowns, helped his team to a 14-6 lead. So Justin Lavin, the quarterback of this Timberline team, is our MVP, our Jackson's MVP, and Jackson's Food Stores donating $100 to the athletic department of Timberline. Handoff up the middle, and that's going to pretty much run this clock down as a gain of about 9 yards. How about on the other side right now, Dave?
Well, I think one guy that stood out to me, he got that early touchdown. Has played a pretty solid game, DJ Hagler for Middleton. That's a guy that I think that perhaps will be. What do you think on that side?
You got Hagler, you got Harrell. They both played well. The other guy that I would throw in there is Chase Downs. He caught a great big pass down here and then caught a couple of other ones. So, you make the call on that one. Either one of those three is good with me. As we're down to 10 seconds to play, and a knee is taken, and that's going to do it.
I like that long pass, Chase Downs. I got Middleton right back in the game. Let's go ahead and give that one to Chase Downs.
All right, Chase Downs, our MVP for Middleton, made a couple of nice catches over the middle and a nice big catch on a third down play, and so he is our most valuable player for Middleton. And again, Jackson's Food Stores donating $100 to the Middleton Athletic Department on behalf of Chase Downs. We'll be back to wrap this up. Again, our final score, it's official now. Timberline